Welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. I'm Jody, and along with my long-distance bestie Amanda, we live to break down all the things we love to hate. Each week, we scour TV, TikTok, and pop culture and deliver you our unfiltered, snarky takes on everything. Take a moment to subscribe on YouTube so you catch all our live streams and shows, and follow the links in the banner to subscribe to our free weekly podcast and 2 Patreon shows, We Love to Hate TV and Total Request Podcast, where you request the shows and we break them down. Once subscribed, you have instant access to our massive library of hundreds of past shows and recaps. We promise you'll love it. And listen, we're all friends here, so let us hear from you in the comments. We love getting to know you, and we hope you enjoy the show. All right, let's go. Hello, and welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. I'm Jody, and
I am Amanada, and this is Whiskey.
Whiskey, welcome back to the show, Whiskey. Look how big she's getting.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays, Whiskey.
Yes, all right, we're going to put her down now. Oh, I love her so much.
Oh, she's back. You're babysitting.
All right,
Puppy
we're done.
sitting.
We're done. Everyone leave. Here,
Amanada and I are matching today.
we went through a whole process. We had a totally different plan. I went through 3 outfits in about 5 minutes, but we're settled.
We are, and hair tragedies all around. I don't know how I ended up with this, but it's happening. And hey, listener made, host approved. Check out Heyday Press at Etsy. You know, awesome. Welcome all to the show. So we got lots of things to talk about. We're going to be talking about our Christmases and Squid Game 2,
And what?
Ultimatum, Squid Game 2.
Oh, okay. You are.
Oh, I am. Lots of news around town. Watching the episode all along with you. But first things first, let's, just get it all out of the way. Check out Patreon. We Love to Hate TV. We're recapping season 12, episode 8, The Truth Comes Out. Over on Total Request Podcast, an episode of Upper Middle Bogan, an Aussie show. And this week on Girl Dinner, it's a girl dinner. Happy New Year party. Not really. It's a girl dinner thing.
Oh, we talk about Juicy Scoop.
Yeah.
It's a Juicy Scoop episode.
Yeah.
With a little mirrors spattered in.
That's right. And as you mentioned before we started the show, Amanda, we have a sale on Patreon until
January 1st, 6 p.m. So everyone have time to kind of get over your hangovers. And also, I might as well just say it now, on January 1st, I'll be in bed by 9:30 on New Year's Eve. But anyone else, wake up right at noon. Me and Joan have switched our live time to noon every Wednesday. How about that? Very early in the morning for Joan. But come join us on our weekly roundup. And guys, we only need like 64 more people to get to 1,000, which was our goal. I don't think we're going to make it. But it would be really nice if you guys could go and subscribe. That'd be so nice.
Yes,
Thanks.
We can do that. Pod and the City. And check out the merch shop on Teespring, Redbubble. Put everything you want on there, on anything you want. Anything else before we jump into hot topics?
No, wow, that was quick, Jody. That was so good.
I know.
Oh,
I know. It's
check
almost
us
like
out on Corey and Carly's New Year's Eve, Rockin' Robin's Eve, something. It's a whole bunch of people. Today. It's dropped, baby. And we're in there. We're right smack dab in the middle.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a warm hug of all the podcasts, all the shade. And I couldn't love it more. Oh my gosh, I should be writing all these timestamps down.
And that's Surviving Sister Wives on their Patreon page, but it's free. So
right, it's free, but it's only on their Patreon page. So get on there. It's definitely worth it. They're amazing. And we'll have them on our end of year extravaganza, plus all of your other favorite Sister Wife podcasts. All right, let's get into hot topics. StreamYard likes to change their whole interface every 2 weeks, so I'm relearning it. Here we go. There we go.
Well, it's a holly jolly Christmas at
Wow.
the Kaczynski household. Tell me what you did for Christmas this year, Amanda.
Oh my gosh, I did so much. I hung out with so many people. I saw someone every 30 hours I was hanging out with someone. Stop. I got 3 dogs and 3 cats here right now. But let's go through kind of just the food that I've eaten is really like the really important stuff, right? I saw a show with my dad. He showed up in the middle of the day the other day while I had no bra on, and I was like pounding some girl dinner. It was like pasta with just butter and sour cream in it. And I was just pounding that. And my dad just like walked in. I was like, he's like, I wanted to see the cat.
No knock knock.
You can't just do that. Because then it's somebody struggling with my door, and then the dogs are all freaking out. I'm like, what's happening?
What if you had someone over, like a man?
Well, God. Well, anyway, I'll be moving soon, and he will not have the code to my new house. Anyway, let's go through some of the stuff. So I hosted Christmas Eve at my house, and I made crab cakes. Hey, crab cakes.
Yum.
They turned out badly. I hated them. My mom and Ron liked them. And then of course I ate them immediately. The second they like left and like drove out of sight, I was just like eating all the leftovers.
Can I show this photo?
Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to find it. Yes, thank you. Go ahead.
Okay. So this is everything that you've made made?
This is Daphne's Christmas dinner. My shitty dinner was this one.
What are your shitty dinner? That looks delicious. Mashed potatoes. Yum. Crab
cakes, Brussels sprouts with balsamic vinaigrette, and then a little mocktail mimosa there. And then they had fresca.
May I ask you, I see a square dish in the middle.
That's the
is that from Pottery Barn? Or no, not Crate and Barrel. And does it have a lid? Is it like a
refrigerator? It does have a lid. Yeah, it's like a bunch of them.
Oh, I only have one. I have that.
And I think my Auntie Twyla got them for me when I moved, Jody. These dogs are about to start wilding out, and I know it. And I'm going to have to like unmute and yell at them in a second. So that was that. What's this
delicious
picture?
Okay,
so this is my mom's house, and she went all out. Like, look, my mom always kind of nails it, but usually she gives me a million different little trinkets. But this year she only gave me a few things, which actually
you had a whole
because she was able to focus in more on just like specific things. I got my Clinique Happy perfume that I've been like. I'm like, shoot, who should I like drop this on that I need more? So she got that for me, and then she made me like a quilt, like a. What are those called? Monkey sock, the colors, the monkey sock. And then she got me this, which I think that we should use for content. It's like it's a Hot Ones. It's not Hot Ones brand, but it's like a hot sauce thing that you like gets hotter and hotter and hotter. So I think that we should do this. You don't have to, but you can we can do a Hot Ones episode for girl dinner. Well, I'll just eat wings and you can like interview me.
Okay.
And I'll just like work my way
great.
Or you can also participate. I can send you the 1 chip challenge again.
No, I will never ever.
All right. And then that was just a picture of my mom and Walter. And then
hold on. I zoomed in on this photo. First of all, I'm pretty sure I have that Christmas bag and it's been passed through every person in our family. Like it just goes Christmas to Christmas, it just gets reused. But I love that Walter is in the exact same position as that fashion lady in the background. Your mom's got such she's very stylish with her.
Well, wait till you see her birthday, because I took her out for brunch yesterday. It was we got the whole gang together because I had Whiskey here and another dog. And so I took my mom out for brunch, and my dad came and watched Whiskey because he also wanted to see Whiskey, and he was there. And then I bought my mom a cake at the market when I went with Justine on Friday. So I'm doing shit.
Is that this?
Yeah, this is the this was trial of errors. I'm like, hold it up, adorable. Dad. But anyway, this is a family picture of me, my mom, and my dad. Who were fully gossiping during this whole picture, and then they just like paused to take the picture, and then they continued to gossip in front of me, and I was like, fine, great. This is me and my mom. Look at my mom's cute little outfit. We went. Oh my god!
I mean, like, she is so done up.
She looks amazing.
She's impeccable. Like a blazer, a jet. You're gorgeous. Oh my god, I
my
love
janky tooth is hanging out in that picture. And then I got the Eggs Benedict, and I can't eat the potatoes. Then I brought them home for my dad, and then he left without taking them. Then just 5 minutes ago, he's like, "Can I drop by for those potatoes?" And I was like, "Do not drop by right now because I'm about to record. So if the dogs start going crazy in about 10 minutes, this is my dad came to pick up his day-old potatoes." Oh, and then that's just
Wally.
That's like kind of what I did all weekend. I mean,
Oh,
come
all the
on.
puppies. No, I just want to say, Daphne, I love this. And you sent another photo where one of my favorite items that I've ever seen in your mom's house, every once in a while you'll send something and he's in the background. Every time
Is
I
the guy
send
with
it to
the-
you,
yeah.
there he is.
Oh, God.
Just stepping out with my lady. It's just, I love the nuance of the cane.
Why don't you
Yeah,
go?
it's just the shoulder.
You can take that little thing out of there. I used to always like run around the house with it, and it drove her pretty mental.
Oh, wait, you've had this since like your childhood?
Everything in that house. Yeah, I grew up in that house basically. They just moved the furniture. I grew up in like a show home.
Oh, I totally thought this was like Amanda's grown up and gone away, and like now I'm going to go. You know what I mean? Like, and now I'm decorating with
like. Yeah. My room basically looked like that growing up anyway. So that was my week. God. It was so much fun, but I missed you and I missed Joan. Joan definitely didn't miss me. We actually had that conversation. He's like, I didn't miss you at all.
No, I miss you.
I they're crazy.
I love how just like the difference of like your Christmas. You're like, oh, I got all these photos. Here's my Christmas.
Well,
literally the only photo.
I'm already overwhelmed just looking at this.
I am not a photo taker. Well, and truth be told, Adam took this. Like I've never been a picture taker. I'm never that person like a Robin who's like, oh, hold on, let's get a picture.
Well, that's insane. I sent you a picture of myself just like watching. Well, no spoilers, but I was watching my new binge that no one is happy about, and you were like, I can hear the peace in your
silence, and especially what you are watching. Which
don't say it yet. Okay, there it is.
Oh, sorry, I ruined it.
I'm watching. Well, actually, this is fine. I'm watching Frasier.
Amanda.
This is what I've settled on, and I am about to start season 2. 24 episodes I've gotten through almost.
Is it really that good?
It is. So good.
Amanda.
Oh my God. It's also I'm binging BoJack Horseman at the same time. And at the same time, I am watching the 25-hour Doathon. Taking a few days to watch that too.
But anyway, when you sent this, I was like, it's just I can't I can hear the silence. Like the hum of your furnace or something is just quiet.
Yeah.
And it's a house of 6 right now. I actually love it. Like it's so great and idyllic and like if it weren't my life, I'd be like, gross, don't want to hear about it. But yeah, it just was like a fun, normal, kind of quiet Christmas.
You taking the pictures of your food?
No.
Oh,
I'm telling you, I'm horrible. I only took photos of my kids growing up because like I had to, you know what I mean? Because like I've made my mom feel like shit for 44 years. But yeah, so that's Christmas.
Well, it's over, and now we can just kind of relax. We were gonna kind of dress up New Year's for today, and then I was gonna wear a Robin blouse, like a church blouse. But then it's like the one blouse I kept because it's a really nice blouse and it's from Target. But then I put it on; it's black. It doesn't look good on me, and I'm like, "We're getting rid of you. Bye to Robin in 2025. Robin in my closet, no more."
Listen, a lot of people are into Frasier.
You guys,
a bunch of Frasier heads over here.
It is so good. I texted, you're like, I told you I was binging it. And then it's like you didn't believe me because then a couple of days later, I'm like, Perry Gilpin is who Heather McDonald thinks she is. And Jody's like, who's Perry Gilpin? And I was like, from Frasier. And I think you were like,
where'd you pull that out of?
She's actually watching that.
Yeah,
guys, check it out. It's good. It's on Jody's Hulu account. So it's gonna change your algorithm real nice.
Great. So what else? You have updates here with Howie is on the agenda.
Okay, well,
I'll let you take the photos and explain this.
Okay.
I'm sure everyone's on the edge of their seats.
Hang on, I of course wasn't taking timestamps during that because I'm too excited. Howie's mom posted a video of Howie's Christmas. Because Howie's still alive. And it's like a full like reel. And it's her like holding Howie, I think probably by those like tongs, because she carries it around with tongs. And she's just like,
it's food.
It's not food, it's a sentient animal.
Well,
and she's just like shoving it into the Christmas tree. Oh, I guess she's kind of holding it by his behind legs there, huh? And this is just
what is she saying?
It's like, Howie, you want to play with the Christmas tree? And it's like, no.
No, Howie's not a land
He
animal.
doesn't.
Doesn't want to
Howie's
go
like,
in the
what
tree.
the fuck? Here's Howie cheekily cutting
On
into
the
about to
electric cord?
Yeah. Burn down the whole house for this photo shoot, though. Howie loves cords, it says, but don't worry, she can't snip them. Are you sure about that? Because I think those claws are for more than just show.
Okay, well, I tell you what, Amanda. Yeah. I saw that you had uploaded some Howie photos, and I didn't look to see what exactly it was. But you know what I did? I went to Howie's little site because, we follow it on our Instagram, and first thing I see when I pop over is this.
Yeah.
Howie's mom, yeah, you're looking at that correctly. She's doing dishes with Howie tied to a string wrapped around her body.
Oh God, like, can you like feel that on you?
Over the stove with Howie. Like, this is not.
Also, it's kind of fucked up because like there's like a pot of boiling water right there.
And a sink. Like, it can go down the drain, put the disposal on, and just put Howie out of its misery. And I'm trying to be sensitive using the right pronouns.
Oh yeah, I can tell you're trying to be sensitive.
This is outrageous.
Well,
like, what if she gets caught on something and it like tightens and it breaks Howie in half? I just want to say I've been on the right side of history, I think.
Okay. Hey, I'm with you now. I think it's like fucked up. Ruth Carroll.
Yeah, I think history, I'm going to be on the right side.
Says the star of Frasier is the dog whose name is Moose, but it's dead now. But it's very cute. It's a Jack Russell. It's very cute. It's a good dog actor because it actually it's not always looking off stage at the trainer. It's like it actually seems to have developed a relationship with Kelsey Grammer. Kelsey Grammer, 38 in Frasier. I'm back to Frasier again now. It's so funny. Niles, hilarious. David Hyde Pierce, amazing. Jane Leaves, hilarious. Perry Gilpin, Heather McDonald, like. If she was
wishes
funny. Great. The writing is hilarious. I laugh out loud all the time. John Mahoney, the dad, he's gay in real life. Didn't know that.
Oh, that makes sense. Why he's.
I just got to Lilith. Lilith just had her first appearance. She made me cry. I'm also about to start my period.
Same.
I know. I'm always like a few days behind you. I'm always just a little bit behind you in life in general. What's next?
Now, before the hottest crimes that are going on, have you been following any of this Luigi Mangione courtroom sketch? No, there's like a courtroom sketch thing.
Oh no. Jody, all I am on TikTok now is in the algorithm of Ashley Trevino. I didn't ask for it.
Oh, that came up on mine. I don't even know what that is. I swiped past it because I wasn't.
Well, I can tell you all about it. I'm not gonna, but I could tell you everything.
Just tell me who she is.
No one.
Oh, okay.
She's like 35-year-old who looks 50, who has two girls who are 13 and 15, and like people want to like report her to like, she goes on live and she's a total like she has a major personality disorder. She goes on live and then she's also dating this like 19-year-old TikTok star who's like obviously not into her and he's trolling her, and they met up last week and things were happening every day, all day, every day. I'm getting updates because she goes on live all day long. Her daughter was sick the other day. She was puking in the background, and Ashley Trinity doesn't care. She has like music. She has like a what's like music playing all the time in the background, and it's just, and then she's like someone took a shit and she's like, does it smell she got her hair done the other day and she started crying because her prison boyfriend got like beat up or something and now he's in confinement.
Wow, this is serious. I don't know anything about this. So she's a TikTok influencer or something.
Well, I guess. I mean, you'll see her all the time now. If you want, I'll send you whenever things show up.
Because it's coming up in mine. But what I was going to say is there's, and maybe this is only coming on mine because my daughter, who's a sophomore in high school, it's like, all the young kids think Luigi is hot and, like whatever. So there was this whole thing about the courtroom artists. So here's the sketches that are coming out. This one doesn't look like the dude, I don't think, at all.
Kind of. I mean, I can tell who that's supposed to be.
Okay, well, this one I can tell you right now is the oldest, ugliest Jonas brother. Doesn't that look like
Oh
Kevin
yeah,
Jonas?
yeah, it does. It
The one who
does.
is on Claim to Fame?
Yeah, yeah, he actually
Right?
really does. Hey, good
Yeah.
job.
Yeah. Also who I dressed up as for Halloween one year.
Hmm.
But the one I like most of all, which
Whoa.
looks like this is whoever did John Mulaney's facial work also drew
Yeah.
this
Okay.
because I mean this
Oh,
guy.
so this looks like it was like it was drawn like the courtroom is in a speakeasy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Actually, the courtroom is in uh, Cody and Robin's bedroom here, with all the purple accents. But he looks hot here. Like whoever that is, he's pretty fucking hot.
I was just listening to okay, well, this is the trajectory I went on, but as I was texting you yesterday, I was catching up on once again Juicy Scoop. Guys, I'm talking about it all the time, but I do listen to it. She had on Kate Casey the other day from we all know Kate Casey.
I was
And
on her podcast. Yeah,
yeah, and I was like Kate Casey likes her very much. But
they're
anyway.
total frenemies. It's like
It was like an awkward. It was awkward.
Like legit, like I've like
I was
confirmed
uncomfortable
that they are
listening.
like frenemies. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. Yes,
Which
yes.
anyone listening, it would
Oh,
take a millisecond to
It
figure
just
that
sounds
out.
like they're enemies. But anyway,
Yeah.
then I listened to her, KKC, do a Luigi Mangione episode with Jim Clemente, who we all know is one of him and Laura Richards were in the only John Bonet documentary that is fact, 100% fact.
Mhm.
CBS presents Case of John Bonet. Anyway, he was on there.
No
and he was
one's
like,
a bigger fan of Jim Clemente than Jim Clemente.
oh, I know I know way too much about him too.
Yeah.
Except he's like actually a professional. But anyway,
Right.
he was like going off about like, I was just cooking a girl dinner last night. And he's like, all of you fucking losers out there who are cheering on this guy. This is exactly what he wants. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with all of you out there who thinks he's hot. And and I was like, oh, yikes.
Okay.
Oh, right, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still into it.
I'm
still into this stuff, but yeah, we'll see. I'm sure none of that stuff is going to be televised and all that, but we're going to talk about some more court stuff in Browntown. But even bigger news, more highly, I would say surprised, but anticipated would be one Amber Portwood of Teen Mom fame went live.
She's back.
There she is.
This was Hi Loves. It's been a long year break from social media, but I'm back. And she sure is. I mean, she's not lying.
Back. She back
Happened? Doing the lives. And it's already gotten to the point where it's like not really fun. Like sometimes she'll go on really randomly and it's fun.
Yes,
but
like
it's
I
like
sent
every
you,
10 minutes now. It's like Ashley Trevino. And I guess she went on the other day and like said that Gary S.A'd her. I think she was talking about maybe when they were like teenagers. And now this isn't even in Amber's defense because she is such a huge piece of shit. But wasn't he like 19 and she was like 15 or something like that?
I think so.
Don't talk about it much. Anyway, she was going off about that. But then, and this was news everywhere, at least in my algorithm, that she had said this and that Gary shouldn't even have Leah, and him and Christina have ruined the relationship with Leah. And Gary wasn't really responding. And Leah, I also prefaced this by saying that I check Gary's Instagram all the time for more cool tips on cooking and just a little insert food item here, just a little mashed potatoes. Don't worry, I didn't eat all the plate is actually smaller than it looks. Anyway,
yeah,
he did.
Christina gobbled it all up before I could take a picture. Christina.
He did kind of respond by, for the first time in like 8 months, posting something on Instagram, and it was simply, Jody, go ahead and throw it up, family pic of him and his family, like wishing everyone a happy new year.
Yeah. From, what does it say? Like from our family to
we both sorry. you go.
Sorry, Jacob. Yeah, it's Gary time. Love these people very much. That's what it is. From our family to yours. Okay, Gary's face like is so punchable. Like you just want to.
Yes, Gary is very much the like, Blake Lively and the guy that she's like suing now.
Well, now
It's
that's a whole thing.
yeah, so
Justin
like people are
Baldoni.
saying like we don't have to be on Blake Lively's side. Two people can be assholes at the same time. So that's how Gary is. Gary's an asshole, but Amber's like way worse.
But he's done a good job raising Leah.
But I think that I think a lot of his good parenting, there's like at least 20% of it that is always being very self-aware that if I do this, it will make me look good. Which fine, if that's what makes you a good parent, then go for it. But I think there's always a little aspect of sticking it to Amber that nobody wants to acknowledge. That he does live a lot of his life to stick it to Amber, I think.
Well, and I mean, it is really sad, but if there was any sort of space in Leah's life or heart to have a relationship with Amber, that's done. So if Amber ever actually cared for a second about having a relationship with Leah and wanting to spend time with her, she'd shut her mouth, like not even be on the show anymore. Let Gary do the show. Whatever you want me to do to allow me to see my daughter, I will do that. And she clearly
no, and then she goes away for 11 months, was it? When was the Gary 2.0 thing? That was like less than a year ago.
I'm sure it's because she was busy
working on herself.
Being a Boilermaker at Purdue.
God.
Oh wait.
And then
Purdue
she comes back and she just
is in no way affiliated with Purdue.
And then she does these like things where like I think anyone can just like jump on and like duet with her or something, because then she'll just be talking to people and be like, she'll be like, oh my god, you guys are so cute. Oh my god, yes, oh love.
That just happened. Oh my. What TikTok? Do you notice that? Like a lot of people when they're talking, they start doing this. What is that?
I think that it's a nail thing. You're showing off your nails. But and all that said, I do want to say that Teen Mom is coming back again, and it's like soon this year. And it's like the 15, like the kids are turning 16. That's like a pretty big deal. So we need to cover like a bunch of that. The kids are now 16 and not and pregnant, but could be.
Eyes on Jace. Can we just
Jace.
Some eyes on Jace and Sophia, baby goo.
I feel like Sophia is probably on like some kind of a birth control, maybe.
Well, thank God. I mean, let's pray.
That's why they all are. Well, anyway, I guess we'll see how that turns out. But I'm excited to watch the season. It's going to be a shit show, and I really don't care about half the cast.
Keep Leah Messer in your prayers, y'all's, because she has maybe some cancer, y'all's. Someday she maybe might have some cancers. Remember when she went to the closet to take the call from the nurse? I was like, yeah, your scans are all clear, you're all fine. She's like, you sure that
you want to look again?
Against spots, maybe? No. Good job, girls. Mama's gonna be here. Okay, so Amanda, I'm gonna go on a little rant here.
All right.
A la Aunt Linda from Saturday Night Live.
Oh, that's what that's there for. Okay.
Yeah. Were you into Squid Game 1?
No, you guys made, and then you and Nick did an episode.
Yes,
like, we of us did one together, and I was like, I don't think I said anything the whole time.
Yeah, we did. So highly anticipated Squid Game 2 came out December 26th, 7 episodes. Please let us know your feelings in the comments, because I was, to say I was pissed would be an understatement. Okay. The 7 hours dedicated to watching this second season was the worst possible. I truly would rather go have a root canal. Like, give me some numbing stuff, put me under, send me home with like a little Vicodin. That would have been much better. It is so bad. It really is unwatchable, and not even in a like it's so bad it's good. It's bad. It is really bad. Like, not worth watching at all. It is Okay, so oh god, I don't know if I want to. Okay, spoilers. Okay, I will try not to give like anything away, but it's okay because nothing fucking happens. All of a sudden, Jin Ho, I think is his name, like the main character. You kind of knew this where they left off. Like he's back to play again, but
Okay.
the entire uh the entire time he's trying to tell everyone else who's been recruited to the Squid Game, don't play. I won before. Don't play. Everyone's going to die here. 7 episodes in, we're into like fucking game 4 of this. And he's still trying to convince people. And he's like, he doesn't know what's going on. And what you have fucking 3 years, dude. 3 years and an unlimited amount of money. Like Walter could have figured out the games and what's going on. It is, and the way it ends, it's supposed to be like cliffhanger for season 3. It does nothing.
No.
It does nothing but convince anyone who watched this that there need not be a season 3. It was god awful. Was it the same actors? Main characters the same. There was like a police officer who invaded the island or whatever the last one. That one's the same. So here's the thing. They introduce all these other characters to the game. So many different ones. And it's kind of like a little bit of that and just like that when they're trying to be like, we have a trans character, we have a pregnant character, we have a,
person in a wheelchair.
Yes. It's like every one of those things, like we're checking the boxes. And yes, people die, but they've now introduced, let's say, probably 15 characters, and we're learning all their backstories. But you're expecting, okay, it's Squid Game, people are going to die, right? But they're not dying. So that even when and if they do die, you're like, oh, okay, well, like, I mean, we're 7 episodes in, so I'm, like, must have fucking died. It's. And then you're upset with the main character because he's making people die and he's not putting the spoon-fed clues all together. Okay, so there you go. Don't freaking watch it. I was really furious.
You know what I think? I think you should have watched Frasier. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I should have watched Frasier. It would have been better time spent.
I want to get back to a couple of these comments here.
Okay.
While you were talking. Oh, this one. Speaking of so bad it's good, I decided my New Year's resolutions would be to watch every episode of Walker, Texas Ranger, says Zaggy. And Zaggy, I feel like if you're gonna do that, I feel like that's a TRP episode. Like it's got our name right on it. Like
yes.
That's gonna be good. I mean, awful, but like definitely.
I would say is it the same characters? Yes, Jin Ho actually turns into, we were talking about this as we're watching it, turns into kind of like a Cody Brown, where he's now like leading people through and he kind of does the like, they're like, oh, what are we going to do? And he's like, we're going to steal the U.S. Like, he starts going into like character like that, where like everyone's breathing heavy and everyone, grabs each other's shirts and pulls each other in really close like this. Like, have you ever done that in your life where you needed to tell someone something so badly you grabbed them by the shirt like this?
I don't really like touching people.
It was awful.
Also, did we have this on our list? Because you threw up that Kristen Wiig thing. But I just sent you this morning that they're going to be an SNL 50. This is going to be an SNL 50 celebration on February 16th. That I guess me and Jody will be watching, so they'll have 2 people.
Yeah, exactly. And Paige. Paige is still really into it. I saw it great. I was like, okay. Oh, I turned into the guy from CSI. Yeah. Yeah. So what does he do? He takes off his glasses. He's like, it looks like we gotta go downtown.
Yeah. I think you should watch Frasier. I should give you an episode. You'll laugh.
No, I just
you'll rinse the stink of Squid. No, you won't watch Frasier. Okay,
I just don't like the flavor of it. I don't like the flavor, but I know what you were watching. Some Vial files, catching up on this couple from the Ultimatum.
Okay, did you listen to this?
Sandy and Nick. I'll tell you what, I didn't listen only because someone on Reddit went through, like, watched the whole hour and a half, and they did, like, the whole rundown.
Yeah, it was okay. So, like, here's an example of something that what's her face, Sandy would say.
Sandy.
You guys, you don't know, like, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of footage.
This is what Gary's response was. I accidentally pressed Gary's response.
She goes, you guys, there's just so much footage. There's so much stuff that didn't air. There's so much stuff that you guys didn't see, and it just sucks because, like, I wish you'd seen it. If you could just take that sound clip and just play it 300 times. That was the entire interview. It was just them saying something, them being like, well, you really did come off really shitty when you did this. And then Sandy going, yeah, and I can totally see that. But it's just that there was so much film that you didn't see, and I wish you guys could have seen it. So it was just that. And then Nick being like, no, I am an alcoholic and I am a bad person. So it's just that. It's them trying to be like, give Nick some grace, and then him having too much grace and being like, no, it was all me. She did nothing wrong. And then going over to Sandy saying, you didn't actually see everything. And no, we didn't have sex with each other.
Sure.
Yes, you fucking did.
Yes. She's very tiny, very cold in this photo, by the way.
So cold.
I mean, those little sleeveys,
except for this part of her arm, which needs to be exposed.
Except for the upper part of her torso, but her forearms are pretty chilly under that sweater.
And you know what? Nick was the one that wanted to go on the show. He had to convince her to do the show, just like the Browns had to convince Robin to do the show. She didn't even know that the Browns were shopping around for a show.
There's just so many things you don't see on film.
Yes, there's just so much film they didn't. It just sucks because there's a lot of, like, we had conversations that were really deep and that didn't air, and it just sucks you guys didn't see that.
And just as humans, I heard that
humans. Oh my god, she did keep saying humans. Oh god, it was cringy. Yes,
she's very impressionable. I mean, look at her. Like, this is her personality.
Yeah,
Botox, fake tan, sleeveys, nails.
Yeah, she sucks, and I hope that, like, we never have to, like, hear from these people again.
Oh God,
I mean, not again. You and me were apparently the only people watching that show because none of our listeners were. But we're gonna keep telling you about it.
We're keeping it alive. Speaking of the only people watching it, tell us about your boys.
Which
is on the agenda. Sorry, guys. I know.
I am currently, as we said before, I'm currently watching the Doughboys 25-hour dough-a-thon for the Restaurant Workers Community Foundation. Only 2 hours in, because this isn't something that I can just turn on and walk around. I like sit and watch this. In fact, I will sit and watch when they're just playing video games for up to 3 hours. Because they're saying, like, I need to watch what they're referencing.
They're podcasting for 24 hours. That's the thing.
For 25 hours. And they raised over $200,000 for, it was during COVID. So they were raising money for, like, Restaurant Workers Association. But then it came out, like, a year afterward that, like, they sent the money and the people were like, all right, thanks. And they were like, did you use that for anything? Like, they hadn't, they were like,
well, maybe.
It was cool that they did it, but, like,
because no one knows Doughboys.
It made $200,000. So I think that we should try to do that. A 25-hour poo-a-thon.
Ew. For us, a poo-a-thon?
Yeah.
We'll sing just the poo of us.
Yeah, we could do all that. We could do a bunch of stuff exactly like that. But for 25 hours. So we could do a 26-hour to beat the boys.
Oh my God, the amount of times I would have to get up to let Scout out. Oh.
We could do the amount of times I'd have to get up to shit. Speaking of which, I could do this on there. We could just have a bunch of guests for hours. We could do another Oregon Trail, just like the boys.
Well, and I have, like, a partner now who can, like, help me if kids needed something.
Yeah. Well, you had a partner before, right?
Well, I said that can help me this
no, time. That
knows how to
at all.
Okay.
So I think we should do it anyway. Oh, but also this article came out that the Doughboys was rated as, like, our top, like, Vulture magazine, or it was like an even better magazine than that, right? Where is it?
Hollywood Reporter.
Hollywood.com. It's our guiltiest entertainment pleasures of 2024, and Doughboys podcast.
Oh, so they feel guilty about it. Okay.
Well, they shouldn't. I'm going to read this, and I'm really glad that this is the
Okay.
smallest screenshot in the world. Okay. The guilt from the pleasure of listening to the Doughboys podcast comes primarily from attempting to recommend it to friends and family, Jody and John, because as the hosts themselves will attest, Jody, it is incredibly stupid. Each week, Nick Weiger and Mike Mitchell invite a guest to join them in reviewing a chain restaurant, from Taco Bell to Nordstrom's Bar Verde. The definition of chain restaurant has understandably loosened over the years. And by the way, a girl wrote this, I just want to say. However, like so many podcasts in this, our dumbest era, the true joy comes not from hearing what they order from IHOP's special Indiana Jones Xbox menu. These are all episodes I've obviously listened to, but instead from hearing the absurd banter between Weiger and Mitch and the Doughboys extended universe of guests. Each episode kicks off with a thoroughly researched restaurant introduction by Weiger. I always skip that. Often alluding to the questionable politics and business practices of our beloved chain restaurant conglomerates, and quickly devolves into detailed information about how last week's hot chicken affected the boys' bowels, their New Year's resolution to not say foul words on the podcast anymore, crim anyone, or dubious legends about each man's anatomy, like Nick has a big dick and he can suck his own dick, and Mitch has a really small dick. They always say that. You can pay an extra $5 to $8 for their Patreon to listen to Nick and Mitch narrate building a grocery store gingerbread house for a full hour. See, it's stupid. And I eat it up. Well, couldn't have said it better myself. Does that make you want to listen to it now?
No, but you know what was great was that I got a lot of housework, house cleaning, housekeeping out of the way. I got what's coming up on Patreon, what's coming up on Till Request Podcast. We've
Any other Joe girls out there? I know I got a couple in there. Jody has never been more depressed. I saw the life being sucked out of you. John here in the chat trolling.
Thank you, John. Thank you.
All right.
Well. Oh, I will do that. I will do that just in case, an ex or something is watching.
God. Has he said anything about that?
Oh, God, no. And if he has, I don't. It
would be really stupid if he did. All right. Well, anyway, that's my Doughboys rant.
Great.
Thanks for letting me do that.
Okay, last bit of hot topics, and then we're going to get into some Browntown. How are you spending New Year's Eve?
New Year's Eve.
Pooh Year's Eve.
Sitting here.
Pooh Year's Day.
Eating. Why?
You mean you don't want to check out the
Oh God, this is so good.
Celebration at Applebee's.
I thought we'd have fun talking about this.
Okay.
So Applebee's in Times Square. Which I think my friend worked there, and then Brad went and interviewed there, but then he was he was high, but not too high, but he was so nervous at his interview because he has really intense social anxiety that the people thought he was on heavy drugs and they didn't hire him. It was the saddest thing ever because he was so nervous. Anyway, Applebee's in Times Square so Times Square, as we all know, sounds like the worst fucking way to spend your New Year's Eve because you have to wear a diaper all day and you're surrounded by people and it's cold.
It's just the most insane, least fun, I would think. That would be, would you stand anywhere else just for no reason to watch something for a minute drop? I just don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either. But anyway, Applebee's, who is right in Times Square, have a shared table for two for $850. But that is wildly cheap, I think. Because if you're thinking about it, you get the view. You're right in Times Square. You get to dress up. There is a indoor bathroom that you can poop in all night.
Sure.
There's an open bar, premium open bar. I put another thing in here. So they get past appetizers, a dinner buffet, sides, and dessert. Do you want to go through these?
Wait. The past apps are avocado and shrimp ceviche. I don't trust that sitting out like that.
That's fine. You're fine.
Okay. Double crunch boneless wings, classic and honey barbecue.
Right.
Beef empanadas. That sounds all. Yeah. Mini frankfurters wrapped in puff pastry served with spicy mustard. Pass. Chicken wontons.
It's in a blanket.
Spicy dumplings. Yeah, not a fan of that.
I would eat all of those so hard. Dinner buffet is sliced top sirloin, garlic herb chicken, fire roasted teriyaki salmon, smoky barbecue riblets, and creamy penne pasta primavera. That sounds gross, but I mean, great. Sides, got salad for Jody, grilled asparagus,
Ooh, I like
roasted garlic
arugula.
and herb mashed potatoes again, and garlic breadsticks. Hey, listen, we're actually no one's gonna be pooping this whole night. There's a lot
It
of
says assortment, a certain
Sure.
selection of desserts. I want to know what the desserts are. I'm
Okay,
not
but
signing up
all of
unless I
that
know desserts.
aside, you get to be indoors in Times Square. You can dress up. You can wear your heels.
Okay.
Bathroom. That's only $425 a person.
Private couples package includes 2
I think
tiny
then you get your own little like
fattitas.
room.
Oh,
Look, so
okay.
you
What does
get
this say?
located half a block from the live ball drop. So you're right there. Available for all ages. Rare. Ugh, I might be out if there's gonna be kids there. 5-hour premium open bar, Jody. All you can eat dinner buffet. Champagne toast at midnight. TVs.
Ooh,
Yeah.
live entertainment. Appetizers
Uh-oh.
raw, Howie. DJ and dance floor. Okay, now listen, if I can watch people on the dance floor, Elise is telling us that she went when she was 16 in 1999. It was awful. Yeah,
Did you wear a
Ugh.
diaper? Because they don't let you, like, they specifically don't let the restaurants in Times Square allow people to, like, they deter you from that.
Ooh.
They like
Oh,
block
look,
off the streets.
Beakerface and Elise were both in Times Square at the same time. Yeah.
Guys,
Oh, you guys probably like walked on each other's urine all over the street.
probably.
Mwah. That's really sweet.
That's fun.
Yeah, I am just a stay at home, go to sleep, have some fun foods, and go to sleep.
You know
That's
what
it.
we should do, both of us? And on well, we should do this as a girl dinner anyway, but our gift certificates that Jay Schwa organized for us to get. I feel like we should do a girl dinner where we just do that. We should do that on Times Square on New Year's.
Oh my
Really
God, Marsha B was there too. This is
You
wow.
guys, wait, what year was that? Because I was probably like there.
Was it
I might have been working.
1999 to 2000?
Okay.
2000. Remember? It was like
9/11, Jody.
so close. Careful. Careful. Okay, I think it's time for some Browntown. Let's
Oh my
get
God, we
into
did it.
Yay.
Okay, I think we're actually, well, I don't know. We always try to set times for ourselves. Like,
Don't
let's
say
try to
it.
hit this by this time, and then it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We're going into Browntown. Last Browntown of the year.
Browntown. Everything's waiting for Pooh.
It's so disgusting, but it makes me laugh every time. All right. So, first things first. God, we have so much to catch up on. First up, Janelle.
Okay,
You added this one,
Mary
the
Mary
Shriver
B.
Barber.
Yeah, she posted this on our Facebook, and she's like, I don't know if anyone's posted this. I actually have not seen this, or if I have, not enough for me to actually focus on it. But this is a newspaper clipping from 1953 of Janelle's first wedding with Mr. Adam Barber, which is
And
Mary
son of another handsome woman.
Bonnie,
Brother of a handsome woman.
brother of a Mary.
Mary, yeah.
Mary,
they're all
Mary,
handsome
yeah.
in that family. Yeah.
She's more like lion-y. Anyway, Janelle
Check out
There's so much in this article that I feel is new information to me. Janelle Shriver is her original name.
Yes.
Which, what nationality is that? Because I'll tell you, it doesn't sound
German?
Irish. Oh, German. That makes more sense. Okay. Throw that back up. We're married December 8th in the Salt Lake LDS Temple. The couple was honored at a wedding breakfast held at Della Fontana and a reception at Colonial House. Oh, why, Janelle? The bride is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Merlin Fryer.
Do you know anything about a dog named Merlin? I swear to God, I'm not making this up. I think they named one of their dogs Merlin.
Really?
I think so.
Is that the one that Cody dug their grave? No, that was
oh, probably.
What was that one's name?
Oh, God.
Someone else tell us.
It was like
I want to say Duke, but that's Walter's original name. Was it Duke?
I think so.
It wasn't. Anyway, someone will tell us.
Yeah.
Anyway, her dad's name is Merlin Fryer, And okay, Carrie Shriver attended the bride as maid of honor. Carrie. Best man duties were performed by Brian Brower.
Brian. Wasn't there a friend Brian? I think there was.
Brian Caldwell.
Ah, okay.
Why do I know that? The Bride is a
I was just like, wow.
The Bride is a 1987 graduate of Bountiful High and has attended BYU. She's like, yeah. In a couple months.
I went.
Yeah. The groom is a 1987 graduate of Bingham High School, has attended Snow College, and served in the USAF Reserve. The couple will make their home in Sandy.
Ah. Handsome. Okay, I've changed the ponytail. It's probably going to go up again, guys. I can't deal with this.
I had to convince her for like 8 minutes to just leave them. I'm like, no, it's
cute. Here's the problem. It's like my roots are growing in, color in here, and the lighting's not great. So I just feel like
I feel like that too.
But that's okay. However, so you have never seen that article, but you saw the picture, vice versa.
I don't think I've ever seen that before. It was news to me.
I mean, Mary's family has a strong resemblance to each other.
Jeez, it's that lower half of their face is prominent.
Yeah, like the nose, mouth area.
Mary wasn't in the wedding, though. That's interesting, too.
Oh. But nowadays, Janelle, there she is.
Peyton moved to North Carolina. They're all going there.
I love that.
I know.
That's so great.
Except that like her and Maddie and like all the cool kids were like, we got Tony and McKelty and now Peyton.
Oh, I know they had to come.
Peyton's coming too. God, like McKelty, it's like McKelty or Peyton, okay? Like I can handle that. I can't have both of them in the room together.
Oh, no.
Can you imagine?
Look at Janelle, just looks so happy. She is so pretty.
Savannah, I had to run errands in Raleigh today. These two came along. We are so happy that Peyton is now a resident of NC. He even has a job in an apartment, so I figured he is really sticking around. Maybe Christine should get a second house here. Of the second photo, Peyton was striking a pose, but Savannah's pretty serious-minded like her mama, which is so cute. Like Savannah's like, all right.
Janelle was like, come on, guys, strike a pose. She's like, Mom, not by the Bath and Body Works.
Oh yeah, no, I can hear, smell, taste everything in this photo.
And Peyton's like, come on, Savannah, do it. Like making it worse for her.
And he's as red as a fire engine, as always.
I was gonna say, like, why is his face so red? I was wondering, like,
Christine's got that too. Why are your boobs all red?
Oh yeah, why you get a rash on your chest?
Don't touch me, Areola. Gross.
Now the biggest thing, this is truly what made it the merriest Christmas of all. You sent this to me.
All right,
it's Janelle. Like such classic Janelle here.
Merry Christmas, present tree emoji. A little down. Check. Christmas presents unwrapped. Check. Traditional eggs Benedict breakfast served and cleaned up. I was surprised about the cleaned up part, honestly. Jody.
Oh, yeah.
Check. Chilling the rest of the day in my PJs. Thumbs up. Happy face. There's a tree in this picture, but in true Janelle fashion, the font,
off-center.
The text of this, just right in the middle of the tree. There's a whole empty area below the tree. No gifts. The gifts are cleaned up.
The tree skirt is askew, is akimbo around the bottom, so like you see like the fake tree going in. The tree itself
up right there. Dead
center. No, like 2/3 composition. It's just slapped up there. But Janelle found out.
You guys, this was a whole story. This was 3 slides long.
New. So this is a photo of a pan just on her stovetop. And
hey, listen, I will say this. I want to buy one of these.
Okay.
Because
she
love
convinced you.
And I suck at them. Yeah, and I'm like, I guess I never put in my head that something like this would exist. This also seems like something that I'm going to have to find space for somewhere, but I would definitely use this.
I think you should actually walk this through with the photos because I am not an egg expert. Like I know how to scramble an egg. Actually, Adam just made me every different kind of egg on a plate. And he's like, this is a fried egg. This is over hard. This is over easy. This is because I've never ordered that or made it or seen anyone make anything besides scrambled. I've scrambled. I liked over hard and over easy. But here's the thing. I think I would like the runniness, but I would need like a toast or some potatoes.
Yeah,
Like
you
he just
got it.
had like, like 6 different
Yeah, you
eggs on
dipped
the
it in
plate.
it. It's a
But
sauce.
yes, if I had something with it, I think
You ever
I
had an
would
eggs
really do
Benedict?
anything. Never.
The sauce is butter.
Oh,
Do you not like butter?
okay.
Uh,
No, no, I like butter.
okay.
I just never had it.
Do
Okay.
you? Anyway, she goes, I love poached eggs for so wait, I love poached eggs okay. I love poached eggs. There should be a comma there. So for many years I've had this pan. But yesterday I realized a neat trick. Isn't the pan itself just the trick? But let's see what the second
That's
slide
what I
is.
thought. So I was like, oh, okay. So she must be
Oh no, I know what it is. It's that she's gonna freeze them. This sounds disgusting, by the way. Leftover poached eggs are essentially boiled eggs without shells. Who knew? Shazzy, who knew emoji? Which, okay, yeah, I guess. Yeah, leftover poached eggs are essentially boiled eggs with shells without shells. So, third slide. This looks this is the most disgusting picture. It's her hand just holding a shittily cut egg in half. And this may now be the way I keep hard-boiled eggs in the ready. Super easy, no peeling, and the shape makes for easy storage.
and her fingers have like wet egg juice on it.
Yeah.
This is what spurred
flaking off.
this is what spurred the egg buffet that I had Adam do. I'm like, what is this? Is this what
this
a
really
egg
is just like a poached egg essentially has a runniness in it. This is just a boiled egg. A
Okay,
hard-boiled egg. That's what
quickly,
this is.
just to walk this back, explain
Yeah.
this to me like I'm 5.
So
So you're
you have
basically
a
you're
pot of
cracking an
boiling
egg into
water.
that. Blue.
The
It's
way,
steaming.
like the thing that makes poached eggs hard is that you got to put water in there. You put a little vinegar, and then it's boiling, and it can only be like so hot. And then you got to crack an egg in there and kind of swirl it around so that it keeps like a shape like this. And then it's just boiling in the water without the shell. So then these things, it just keeps its shape really.
Okay,
great.
but it should be kind of runny on the inside,
It should
not.
be, yeah.
So really, this is like an over hard.
This is a hard-boiled egg.
A
that was
hard-boiled
just
egg.
boiled. Yeah, that was boiled without a shell.
She's steam. Ooh,
And I don't want it left over. I don't want this 3 days later.
Yeah, a
Gross.
egg that you're just esteemed.
Here, I'll present it to you on my hand, by the way.
A steam hard egg. It just doesn't seem right. It seems like it's gonna develop germs quicker, rot faster, or something.
And also just eggs. Like, can you imagine, like, okay, so I make that. I put it in my fridge with like in a Tupperware. And then I'm like, Jody, time for some lunch. And I just peel that Tupperware.
You're like, oh, do you want a hard-boiled egg? And you just like hand me like a cup-shaped.
Well, I don't even mean, I just mean the smell. Imagine taking that to the office and being like, I brought eggs for everyone.
And
just,
like I kind of feel like Janelle's eggs are already expired by the time she uses them.
She buys them on sale for sure.
I mean, listen, we love the clearance, the oops, we baked too much,
like,
oops, we have
flirting with
too
the
much.
expiry date on a 50% off half and half I bought the other day.
I love that.
Great.
But I feel like hers are like a few weeks expired.
Yeah,
and she's
oh,
like,
oh,
well,
I
I'm just
forgot I had
cooking.
these.
I'm just cooking off the germs anyway. Who knew? You know?
I think that, well, she also said, she basically said, oh, I forgot I had this pan. So then she's like, oh, I also have these eggs.
And she's like, oh, you guys, do you know that you can make poached eggs in this? And everyone's like, it's a poached egg pan.
I mean, good for her. And honestly, it made me like think, maybe I'll buy it. And you know what?
Mock poached eggs. Mock hard-boiled eggs.
Mock poached eggs. I keep getting these little Tanyas in my throat. I will say,
Aww.
Joan made me get rid of Amazon Prime. And
really?
it has helped my immense spending addiction because I'll get these like hits, these rushes like this. Like I need that right now. So now I can't do that because now there's no free delivery and there's not like little discounts or subscribe and save. So like I did add that to my Amazon cart, but then I didn't buy it because then I took 20 minutes to let the rush leave. Yeah.
I like that. We've considered doing like a no spend year, but I'm like, okay, that's one thing at a time, Joe. We can't cut home goods out of your life altogether.
Hey, guess what? Or everyone, can you guys all send out your thoughts and prayers, by the way, because the first of the month is coming up and we have now upgraded our banking to like the highest fucking business tier that you can get to.
You truly don't even know what we've had to go through.
It was like a phone call you were on.
Like,
So,
how
so
do
can you transfer my money to my
actual
bank account? And you're like, I think so.
companies do banking? Because whatever they do has got to be easier than
Well, they're having a
the
monopoly.
easiest setup ever. Like, this should have been the easiest account setup that
And it's
any
not-
banker's ever had to do.
Not real money that you're sending either. It's it's conceptual money, and they're like, we don't know where it went. Anyway, we'll never stop bitching about it.
No, we're laughing now. We're laughing now, and that's what's important.
Yeah, sure.
What's Mary up to? Because she is
Speaking of people laughing, Mary and Zona.
the best part is that the dog didn't escape the Photoshop wand here, because that dog is like,
you're right.
The dog's
Like,
skin is tight.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
the
like a
same,
little sparkle in its eye.
same skin tone as Mary. Like, I mean, it's oof. Now, Mary's mystery man. You want to tell us about this?
Okay, before I even do this, I want to say my whole takeaway from this episode that we're going to recap is that there's nothing more sad than watching someone doing all these things to try to really like upset someone else, and then just everyone universally knowing that Cody doesn't give a fuck. Cody Cody is so relieved. You're in fact like strengthening his thankfulness to have you the fuck out. And next week, I think in the preview, like Mary's going to now burn Cody's belongings or something. This is getting sad. So here's another thing she's trying to trigger Cody with. Is it's a go ahead and move that.
Okay.
Thanks.
Hit that like,
picture of her and like I get was it Brandon?
Oh.
It says it's a Christmas miracle. Hashtag mystery man. Hashtag life is good. Sure. At Papa Brandon 1005. What are we supposed to? What are you trying to get us to? What do you want us to think here?
That, like, wouldn't that be amazing if I had a mystery man? But ha ha ha, I really don't.
What if this was a man I was fucking? Oh, speaking of me, let's talk about that right now, because I sent this to you with the caption. This is how I know Mary has absolutely not fucked anyone since Cody. Let's just go ahead and play this super cool video that she, oh my God, I hated this so much. It's her and Jen in the grocery store. I can count on half a hand the amount of just friends I've gone grocery shopping with. You want to go grocery shopping with me? No. Do your own. Here's Mary and
want to help me move? No.
Here's Mary in the grocery store being super silly.
To laugh.
Himalayan's my favorite.
What, the salt?
Just Himalayan.
I don't. Oh, him. I get it. Was that?
Himalayan's my
Even Jen was like, yeah, you said that a couple hours over. Yeah, you said that. Yeah.
Oh, you're Himalayan. Get it?
And that's how I know Mary has not fucked.
But as she's gonna tell us in a live, that she went live for. Oh, I'm sorry, I must have the wrong thing. Mary went live. That's not Mary. Who is?
No, you're right.
Okay. Because I thought Mary was
Mary's
this
account.
lady.
Oh my God. What was that one? Did I? This is some weird thing where, okay, well, we'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
She went live the other day, and she needs to stop doing these though, also, because it's losing its novelty to being able to be like she's giving us too much access to her, so it's like not cute anymore. A lot of the comments are just, wow, it's so great to see you so happy and you look amazing. It's like, well, she's on Ozempic. But she goes on about a couple of things that irritated me is that somebody brought up, this had to have been a troll. Somebody brought up, oh, that was so funny when you backed up into Cody. And then she was like, then she re-explained the story. And it's like, no, we got it. We got it. And she was laughing about it in memory. This has now happened over a year ago, and she's now seen it on TV and addressed it. And it's still just as funny to her. She is like bowled over.
She
laughing.
said, so there is a post on the TLC Sister Wives Reddit. I'm just going to throw this up. It's a lot, so I'm not going to leave this up here.
Is this breaking up on the
But
live?
yeah, so
Great. I
there's
only
a
watched, like,
couple
5 minutes
things
of
of
it.
note that I thought was interesting. First was that they had talked about, or someone asked about her relationship with Janelle currently. And she said that Janelle is the adult in the family that she's closest to now, and they talk often. They've become closer, communicated more since Garrison's death, but that they talk, again, often. To me, that indicates they're sharing information with each other. It's kind of, I mean, they were enemies, right? So now it's like the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, fine.
They're talking for sure about Coyote Pass and all that kind of stuff. They have to be. It's the
She
only.
was saying like things are coming up. Well, I can't say anything, but we will be discussing. But then she tries to make it seem like we got some really juicy stuff coming up, and then it's her still acting like a pick-me on TV.
Yeah. So the other thing was she's asked if there's anything about her life that she hasn't gotten to show people, and she said she thinks people haven't really gotten to see her sense of humor. She said she thinks she's funny, but doesn't think the family has ever really appreciated her sense of humor, so she didn't show it as much. There's so much comedy.
Is there a troll in the comments, guys? I don't want to like read through this, but let me know if I need to get rid of this.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Whatever. Anyway,
finally, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The other thing I saw was that she's like, no, Robin did not. I think she was saying that Robin did not Robin did not join the family. She was saying something that we already know is true. That no, Robin did not join the family for that reason or something.
Okay.
Okay, but no, go ahead.
This is what this person had said again on Reddit. I'm just going to read this verbatim. She was asked whether she regretted introducing Robin to Cody, and she was emphatic that she did not introduce them. This is interesting.
That's what it was. That's what it was. Yes.
I'm paraphrasing here, but she said something like, quote, I was there when they first met, or at least I thought I was. There's now this story about them seeing each other at church for the first time and making eye contact. And I don't know anything about that. I was at a dance with Cody and we both met Robin there, which is what I thought was their first meeting, but I didn't introduce them. That is different than what Cody and Robin said in that last episode. They saw each other, made eye contact, and then what the fireworks or the lightning bolt, whatever that was. So yeah. Apparently we had a troll in the comments.
I got it. I banned him.
Oh, you got him.
Why come here?
But I did think that was really interesting that like now Mary herself is hearing things like it wasn't the first time they saw or met.
She needs to catch up quicker though in real time because I'm over this.
Sure.
I'm over this pick me shit.
Sure.
So what
was this?
This was this TikTok or something that she made of like this is a gift from me.
What is worthy up?
What is worthy up? And then it's her standing in a field, like pointing at different like
it was like,
and it still doesn't fucking explain it. Support.
Dun, dun, dun. She is singing to Jump on It. I'm like, oh, cool new song you found, Mare.
Nothing's explained. Go through these again. So it says, what is
Wait, what do you mean? Weekly Zooms.
Weekly. That sounds awful. Community. Okay. We have a free Facebook group.
Support.
Great. So a Facebook group.
Mm-hmm. But there's weekly Zooms.
With Mary? Well, now she's giving us free TikTok lives every fucking 4 days.
Yeah. Well, we'll pass. We'll pass on that. Now, okay, in Christine news, Exclusive.
Okay, this is the Ashley's Reality Roundup. I got this from Exclusive. This I just found the verbiage used in here funny because it's just, of course. Hearing held for Christine Brown's lawsuit against ex-Cody Brown, Sister Wives Star case classified as a significant custody dispute. Now, the reason that I put this in here just is that it is funny because like it says in the article, you can like throw up the other things.
Yeah.
It's explaining that, I mean, Jody would probably know more than me about this, but apparently custody disputes are supposed to be just standard. Okay, so I'll just read this. While that's relatively expected, what's not expected is that on Wednesday, the court classified Cody and Christine's case on track 1 and track 3. Utah domestic cases set to track 1 are standard. Track 3 assignments are only for cases classified as having a significant custody dispute, which of fucking course. According to court documents pulled by the Ashley, Cody and Christine's lawyer met via web conference due to Cody living in Arizona and you can't leave the tenders, and Christine residing in Utah. To discuss the status of the case, the court does state that both sides have completed the disclosures for the case and that the exes are ordered to attend a mediation conference set for May 21st, 2025. So everyone mark your calendars. Jody, what does all that mean?
So I had my live-in general counsel.
Oh,
we were just about that last night. We were laughing. My baby sleeping through the night already, taking care of itself. Apparently, that pregnancy I had. Yeah, so he read through it, and I was like, oh, okay. We pulled it up. Okay, so he said. Track 3, he like looked this shit up. I don't know. Track 3 means a custody evaluation where you may need a private guardian ad litem. And so this is what Adam said.
Hold on. So does it basically mean that it's like Cody's making it? They're not going to get along? Is that basically what it means?
No, it actually means, okay, so Adam's words are, in practice, most cases that involve custody involve track 3. So this is actually like a much ado about nothing. Most custody things are going, so they don't agree. It was like at pretrial, they don't agree. They have to do mediation. And because they're doing mediation, there's going to be custody involved. It's content. He's like, he's like, I'm sure in their relationship, because they had a business, they weren't legally married. It's going to take more time. So all that lets the court know is that like, we're going to do the longer timeline. He's like, it's not there. That's not a smoking gun. Well, most people would be attracted.
I consider that at least some good piece of information, because that means that it's just going to drain Cody and Robin's money. Let's just stretch it out.
Oh, and like, let's be real. Like that's an attorney, especially a family law attorney like this, like clock those hours, man.
Like you and Dave's lawyers, I'm sure love you too.
Well, if you're doing like any sort of depositions, which they're going to do, like a day of depositions. I'm like, if you guys all listening, I'm sure already know this, but that's like thousands of dollars just for a day. More money just prepping for all that. So
I love that, because Christine has constant money coming in, and Cody and Robin just have the show, and I guess his gun shows. Like, just when you also think about the fact that Cody and Robin are constantly spending money that they don't have, and it seems like Christine has some kind of people advising her, including God, do a drama, not an editor, not run a business, but a money.
Well, what it's going to come to is like Christine's evidence, which was like what I have. Like here's all my evidence. There's nothing like I need to prove because everything is like legit, above bar. She's not hiding anything. It's going to be easy for her. But for Cody, that like burden of proof, I'm probably not using that.
I'm surprised that they even got all that in. That it said that they submitted all their shit. I'm actually shocked.
But he's going to have to show more. They're going to have to, each side. I mean, this is going to go on for a while.
Great. I hope it ruined their Christmas. We just got an emergency alert in Calgary. It's actually kind of juicy.
Let me guess, your free paychecks just for being Canadian are running. We do get
$255. We got like some kind of like renter's rebate. Oh, if you rented in the year, you get $200 back in a couple of weeks. hey, you can move here anytime you want. Emergency alert.
That's
This is an Alberta emergency alert. Calgary police have issued a dangerous person alert, Jody, in effect for the city of Calgary. There's a dangerous man, of course, it's a man, armed with a firearm in the area of Northwest Calgary and Bears Paw. Benedict Kaminsky, age 38. Well, they really know a lot about him already. Is a white male, 6 feet tall, wearing a gray, red, and white shirt, driving a 2022 black Nissan Pathfinder. We got the license plate here. Do not open the door for strangers, guys. Report sightings to 911, and do not post details of this police operations to social media.
Oops.
I kind of just did that.
Oh, so like don't share it with anyone.
All right.
What is Calgary's plan? Like, you guys are going to be like, oh, excuse me, just came and knocked on the door, and I just told him to keep going.
I punched him in the nose.
Yeah. Oh, God. That's still the most outrageous thing we've ever watched.
Yeah, hopefully they
A
catch
victim
him.
of essay was like, oh, on the stand. I sure hope that that you guys lock him away, because oh boy, what I would give to suck him in the nose.
Suck him in the nose. I'm going to get an alert in 5 minutes saying, oh, the suspect has turned himself in peacefully. Yeah. All right. Is that it for Browntown?
Real quickly, Christine, she posted,
she wrote up, so it's a picture of her trying on her wedding dress. McKelty is so annoying in this scene. And Christine wrote, tonight, so fun to look back. I beg to differ. This has been miserable. Also,
Cody does too. And speaking of one Cody comment,
there's only one. I forgot to even look this morning, but somebody wrote on Cody's Instagram comments 5 days ago at Cody Wynn Brown. As a psychologist, I totally agree. If one of your exes is still speaking trash about you after they have found a new love, then they are not truly in love with their so-called new love. And then Katie responded, well, I guess Cody doesn't love Robin then. And there, we've said it. Good point. Love it.
That's right. Boom.
I will say, whenever there is a positive comment on any of Cody and Robin's, and they're few and far between, there will 100% be at least one reply after it. You will never be able to post a positive comment on there without somebody immediately responding and being like, no, you're an idiot.
Well, we got to set everyone straight. Yay. Okay. Now let's.
I'm going to have to pee. Can you?
Okay.
But now I'm wearing overalls, so I'm going to go as quickly as possible.
Oh,
I'll be back in 30 seconds, babe. All right.
I have a story about overalls I can share.
Oh my God.
You want to listen to it while you?
I'll be right there. Yeah, I'm turning.
Okay. My story in overalls. I actually just shared this with my kids on Christmas Eve. We're driving back, and we're doing that dumb thing on TikTok that I actually hate, where it's like we listen and we do not judge. And I remembered a suppressed memory of when I was in kindergarten. I had a pair of dark pink overalls, and I was real excited because they were new and I never had new clothes. And I had to go to the washroom in kindergarten, and I couldn't get the little thingies down up here. And I had an accident. And then I remember my kindergarten teacher was like, oh, okay, we'll put them in your backpack and you bring them home. And I was so ashamed to tell my mom that I wet my overalls, that like I remember them being in my backpack for like a couple days, and it's smelling so bad. And I just remember it was like super traumatic. So I'm glad I shared that story, but it seems like you got it down pat.
I did. Yeah, I did. I pulled them right down. They fell right off.
Good thing.
All right. So we're getting into this episode recap. Let me do the time stamp. And I got my little thing here. Let's go ahead and read the episode.
Oh, sure. I'm just reading the comments, and total regret that I just shared that story.
I missed the first part of it, but what I put together is that you pissed yourself and you hid your overalls in your overnight bag or something.
Yeah.
Until they got
okay, pulling it up. Oh, okay, good. I have some sympathy here.
And by the way, I'm starting or farting at 1:19. 1 minute 19
Oh,
seconds.
you were on the ball. Season 19, episode 15. Faith Can Move Mountains. Robin's girls explore non-Mormon churches, and Cody struggles to keep quiet about it. Christine tries on her fairy tale wedding dress, and the party continues with a wedding shower. Mary wants to start dating soon.
Well,
So just like,
that's nice.
and-
By the way, guys,
and
smash
Mary.
that like,
Yes,
please, and
exactly.
subscribe to all that stuff. And Beaker Face wrote, I'm convinced Amanda does the lives pantsless like her physio appointments. Listen, I'm already dreading for when I do get my re-surgery now that I'm aware that I'm going to be full ass naked. I'm like wax my cooch before I go.
Oh, they probably see it all.
Yeah, but all I think about is that they at one point had to move my 300-pound body from one bed to the other. Well, they did. They had to do that. I remember as I was falling asleep, I was like, but they're not going to make me move there. They're going to do this.
Yeah.
Nightmare. Okay. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Yes.
Is everyone else ready?
We're ready. Let's do
ready.
this.
Okay. I'm at 119 and away we go. Can you guys hear this? Is it too?
I can hear it. I think it's great.
Is it? Okay. That's as loud as it can go. Just let me know. I can move things around.
Ooh, maybe down a little bit.
Down? Is this good?
I've been here kind of settling at the B&B for maybe 5 months now. It's weird to actually be back in Utah because when we basically were kicked out by the state of Utah.
No, you aren't.
Okay, fine. You don't want me. I'm not coming back. And so it's actually weird because now I'm back. I have a project, lady.
I'm going to buy you a t-shirt that says, I saw that karma.
Oh my God. Because she's like, oh, I wonder if they're going to use that scene when I was wearing it or not. Okay, I'll wear it one more time just in case.
See, but now I'm thinking maybe that was on the same day as the moving. Because isn't this just them talking about, because like maybe they just moved. No, because when Cody was crying, she had changed into that heinous black and gray floral.
True.
But she's reusing it. But anyway, her friend, who I guess was her babysitter or something, is wearing a shirt that says "From the Rodeo with Love."
Oh, hey, girl.
Hey, we got the graphic tees popping at Lizzie's.
Hey, everyone, smash that like. There's like 300 of you in here that can just like.
I'm at 202.
The state of Utah. I'm just like, okay, fine. You don't want me. I'm not coming back. And so it's actually weird because now I'm back. I have a project, lady. Awesome. This is a full circle moment.
Oh, God.
I have this street sign looking thing that I had given my mom with all the names of her children and their spouse and the mileage from the B&B where my mom was living to their home. It has mine and Cody's name on it.
I saw the word Adam, which is Janelle's ex-husband, but it would be funny if we just said Adam and Janelle still on it.
Yikes.
Because I mean, they were also married, so they were sisters-in-law. God,
right.
So fucking fucked up. Okay, 231.
And it was mileage to my home in Flagstaff, both of which are not relevant anymore.
So we're just disassembling the whole thing. That one.
Yeah, I mean, it's metal. I don't know if it's gonna burn.
Throw it off and out.
Lisa and
This being called over to Mary's house to watch her do this, maybe make me start drinking again. This might I might break my sobriety for this activity.
All of Mary's friends are family members, people she's babysitted, her babysitters. This is like Dwight Schrute's.
And now we're 9 years into when you originally broke up, and I'm watching you disassemble a sign and fold.
Yeah, why didn't you take that down forever ago?
Yeah. And
He's never lived with you there.
They've all been telling her this for years, which makes this ultimately more frustrating. And here's another example of Mary's whole storyline is just to be like, look how many friends I have, which again, Cody doesn't. Cody loves that you have friends.
Oh, it's the best thing. Yeah, that's what he's been trying to. Yeah, you have friends. Bye-bye.
See ya. Except he doesn't
No.
like when they talk about him behind his back, which
Oh,
I do
no,
think
no,
that-
no, no.
no. They don't even know me, even though I helped them move and we went out to countless dinners together.
Even though I stole the Declaration of Independence.
You need to actually watch a Nick Cage movie. I'm at 244.
Amber are dear friends of mine. Lisa used to babysit me starting from the time I was like 2 years old.
Lisa, was her name Lisa? She looks
Mhm.
like Jodi Picoult. Are you on her TikTok?
Oh, no. Is that author?
Yeah.
I haven't read books in a while. You like
Oh.
her? Big fan?
I like 19 minutes.
Oh, I didn't know you were a
I'm gonna
big
go-
Pico head.
It's at 250.
The sheer volume of Pico.
So
Different type, I know.
I am now living here in Parowan, and we need to celebrate that. So we are having a housewarming party for me today.
You want the pleasure of?
I really don't care.
I'm happy to
My
get rid of
kids-
it.
Are you?
Yeah, screw that. Literally.
Well, I didn't.
Oh, it like hurts my stomach when they laugh now.
We are laughing. We didn't know. She was so funny.
It's oh wait, there we go.
Oh my gosh, get rid of this. Sorry.
Are you going righty tighty or lefty loosey? No, I'm going lefty loosey. Okay, you might have to get it from a different angle or something. It's just not. Let me. Yeah. Oh, good riddance. There we go. Woo!
Sayonara. Hasta la vista.
Wow, you really showed that sign.
Just throwing this away.
She just dropped an hasta la vista. Who let the dogs out?
Awesome sauce.
Budweiser. Like, this is so bad.
This
Also,
is
what is the final five? What does that mean? The final five still alive? That's like real.
what are they referencing? The people. What are they referencing? The final 5 people left on the
Children, I
line?
guess.
Oh.
It said the final 5, and then it had the siblings.
Okay, so everyone else is still married.
I guess. But
Everyone
why would they
on this
call
line are the
themselves the
married.
final 5?
I don't know. I don't know what any of these relationships are still really. Okay, we're at 350.
Okay.
In the garbage. I'm going to on purpose ruin it. And it just lit. There you go.
That's therapeutic. Do it.
Do it.
Except I'm not strong at all. Weaken it. Just cut him off.
You guys are so funny.
That's
You guys are so
Hey,
funny.
Mary.
All right.
And again,
This whole thing, I feel like what they wanted this scene to be was like, yeah, get out that sign,
Girl power,
and
girl
then off, and
boss.
then like break it over their legs. And all of this has just been them trying to do this and it not working.
It would be
let me
so
hold
much
this
easier if there were
on.
a man here. Am I right?
They are like
Oh.
are unable to like bend the sign. So now they're just passing it around, like forcing it closed. This is
Wow,
really
that'll
brutal.
show him.
Ooh,
That's
you got
gross.
him. One of them's about to say like, "Oh, it broke right on Cody's name." That'll piss him off or
Sure.
something. I'm at 411.
it breaks. It's funny how it's spinning right in his name too.
Is it really?
It's gonna break.
It's about to break. There we go.
There you go.
And he's out.
Wow.
All right,
Mary's got
enough.
her
Well,
groove
that's
back.
that. I think we're in Flagstaff now. Yep.
So, you guys
Oh,
been
God.
thinking of questions? Like,
So,
things you want to ask them? Like,
guys been thinking about questions. Yeah. That's all I hear is just like.
Oh, we used to play bad like a master. Aurora's gonna trip over her 4th word. It's like Aurora hasn't spoken yet today or all week maybe, and like she's about to say something, and like the 3rd word, she's just like she has to reassess. She has to like regroup.
It's as if Robin never taught her kids to like order off the menu for themselves, answer. Like I still have to do that with my kids sometimes, not at a restaurant, but like
Oh yeah, you're
at
saying
the
that.
doctor, where like the doctor's like, oh, so blah 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 blah, and they'll just look at me. I'm like, answer him. Like, what are you
See, but
looking at me
that's
for?
not. I don't think that's an equal comparison because.
Well,
in
no, I
your
think
case,
Robin
they
has
should be-
never even done
Oh no,
that.
I agree, but I
so
think Robin isn't even thinking of that though. Robin doesn't want them to talk. This is Robin's time to talk.
oh,
The
okay.
girls are just like a foil for her to be in a church bitching about.
Because they look at her like,
Oh, right. But Robin doesn't really want them to say anything. Because you can see whenever anyone in her family starts to talk on camera, Robin immediately is on guard and she's like trying to. So I think
Oh yeah.
Robin's whole plan here was to talk the whole time anyway. But Aurora's gonna trip up in the word.
Their outfits are outrageous, by the way.
Like
Brianna looks like she's
And then-
like a slutty Canadian. I don't know. She's
She
like
is, like,
denim.
bloody stampede girl. Robin's wearing a floral and a what is this called? Like a long tunic vest.
A duster, maybe?
A duster. And then Aurora, this is one of the most egregious fashion things for me, is light colored jeans with a dark floral. You can't go like fancy on top and then like light colored jeans.
Well, and the jeans,
Flare jeans.
the flare, and they're kind of like, am I a hippie? Am I not? And like just the way they're carrying their purses is very old lady-ish or
And
something.
you're right,
Like,
the whole feeling of them is just strong.
it's just
They
like this
talk-
song.
They talk right here, nothing in the mask. Its soft palette is all the way down.
As if the three of them have never just relaxed and laughed around each other
Never.
before. You
Never.
know, like
Oh,
it
all right,
is
okay.
so tense.
I missed the whole blowjob origin story, says Lacey, about Brianna. Where did that come from? Well, it's funny, Lacey. It doesn't really come from anything. It's just something Jody said one day, and I was
I don't even know
still that
where
we've
it came
never
from. I was
gotten
just sitting there and I was
pushback on
like,
it.
oh, you know, Brianna sucks some dick. I don't know where it came from, but like
It's just-
I convinced myself of it.
Yeah, well, now you convince me too. It's just such a perfect example also of things that Jody can get away with saying that if I'd said it, I would have been fucking crucified. But I'm
Well,
fine
I'm
with it.
sorry, but like
I like that someone's saying it.
to me, she looks like the kind of girl that can like.
Oh, I hate Aurora's outfit way more though.
You know
mean,
why? Hold on. Actually, I mean, I'll put this up now because I put it on the cover photo. But pay attention to Brianna because she's got little smirks here and there. Like when they're talking,
Uh-huh.
she's
Oh my God, that
hiding like a
top
little
has
smile,
see-through
a little
sleeves,
laugh.
by the way. Hang
told
on.
you.
Let's focus. The top, this cowboy, slutty cowboy top.
Yeah.
The
Little hussy.
sleeves are like see-through.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's really heinous. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
She's smirking through the whole she doesn't say a word, by the way. either.
No, she's smirking. Total smirk, and I just don't trust her.
Do you think it's a bitchy smirk though, or just a really uncomfortable, like kind of like Tourette's-y smirk?
Oh no, I think it's a bitchy smirk. Like she's laughing. Remember that time that Mary was there and like she did something like she knocked Aurora and she was like laughing about
Oh,
Mary. I think it was with
yeah.
that Rice Krispie turkey.
Oh yeah,
I don't
forgot about
trust
that.
her. And I think wasn't there like a rumor that like she wouldn't talk to Savannah or she would give Savannah the cold shoulder, which I can
but
totally
she was
see.
nice in that. Like in the earlier seasons, I used to like Brianna.
Yeah, when she was like
It's maybe I'm
7.
not too much.
I don't know.
Should we keep going? I'm at 444. They're about to enter the church. We haven't even gotten into the church yet.
Their beliefs are, what their how they run things.
Aw.
So the girls are looking for a church, and we were able to get this meeting with the church just to have the girls.
Aurora's wearing like the
these-
flattest sandals you could wear, yet she's walking like she's wearing heels for the first time. She's like carefully creeping, I guess would be the word. She's like her posture is just so she just really they are
Just
not allowed to take up
nervous.
space around Cody. Like they've all been taught to take up as little space as possible. Except for
Yeah.
Ariola, apparently.
Be on edge at all
Two heads
times.
taller than everyone else in her classroom. I'm at 456.
pastors
She's stealing
and
Solomon's
to
food.
find out what they're all about.
And iron supplements.
Mhm.
Daily.
Greta. Here's Greta.
Mm.
I've been worried
Just
about
right there.
Well, first of all, don't give her the name Aurora when she can't even say it.
I like the name Aurora. It's Sleeping Beauty. Right?
Fine. I don't love it myself, but I think I grew up like around a city Aurora, so it just whatever. But
Wayne's World.
just the way that she says it. She's like,
That actually, that's a very
finger up her
stimulating
nose.
voice to do. I enjoy that voice. I'm at 5'10".
She's like Ray Romano.
Yes.
I was actually really relieved when they said, I miss church. I need that in my life. And I'm like,
Oh, but the whole thing here is literally not church. It's that the girls want to be around people. Aurora cries when they come back from church. She's like, it was just so nice to be around people. The band was warming up and
Yeah. I think even Cody was like, are you okay?
What's wrong with you? I'm at 5'10", 5'19", sorry.
awesome. Yeah.
Take a stare.
Okay, Robin.
Take a stare.
Also, could they have made this a less inviting environment to like have this talk? You sit
mean,
up
I
there
love
in those
this.
chairs, and we'll kind of just sit on the
Well,
church.
of course, because they're the cool pastors.
Yeah, but then Robin, Aurora, and Brianna look like they're like being interviewed or something.
Yeah, but that's because they're the cool pastors.
Okay, this is
We sit
so
on stairs.
sterile.
We sit on the edge of the stage. I'm the cool teacher. I'm gonna hop up and sit on top of my
They
desk.
could be in
'cause
like
we're
couches.
cool.
All right, well,
No, this is the kind of church we are. We bring it down to the people, you know?
I'm actually surprised they're all wearing jeans at a church too. I'm at 5'24".
I know.
So, welcome. We're so glad you guys are here. We love meeting anybody who's interested in our community and seeing if it's a good fit. Do you guys
Love
have
hearing that you like to tithe.
community or what's your story?
This guy's pretty hot. I mean, I guess it's like
Sure.
they look like kind of cool. These people, like they look like they're like with it. I guarantee you that they were like, those three were fucking weird.
Oh God.
Like they were like, whew, whew. This is not the church that they pick, so I'm sure that they were fine with that. Thank God. Because the energy, like I would have had to like sage the church after these three walked out. I'm like dead serious. That's an energy.
Oh, yeah.
you do
You're not
want
bringing cool to your church.
Oh God. 537.
We grew up in a fundamentalist Mormon community and went to
God,
church
spit
there.
it out, Aurora.
We stopped going to church and doing it regularly because we didn't have a community.
Oh,
Church
thank you, Robin, for taking
the
over
state of
immediately.
Utah was threatening prosecution because of our beliefs, because we're a plural family. And so we basically, because we were trying to be able to be a family without being torn apart or thrown in jail.
Well, our community has a ton of diverse. It's one of my favorite things is there are people who are ultra charismatic Christians. We have people who grew up Islamic, Mormon, atheists. It's actually one of the things that I find the most beautiful about it.
So would you guys be considered non-denominational then?
We like the term.
Shocked she got that word out, by the way.
She slowed down.
Oh, yeah, she was concentrating.
No.
It kind of just poured out of her mouth accidentally, almost. No.
Notice Brianna's not talking.
Brown's wearing some thin eyeliner line, though. A little.
She wants to get the fuck out of there so she can suck some dick. Yeah, exactly.
Ew. God. Ooh,
She's got to know about the youth
got a
group.
half braid. I'm gonna try that. Just like half up, half down braid.
Oh.
That's how you should have done your hair.
She
No
she
picture.
wants to know about the youth group. What do we got going on? You know.
Oh my God.
Christians. We have people who grew up Islamic, Mormon, atheists. It's actually
That's what scared Robin off.
Oh, the HE
That's
hated
it.
that.
Would you guys be considered non-denominational then?
Oh, did I go back? Sorry. I
No,
messed
that
up
was
when I went
perfect.
back. Right now, I am at the timestamp 6:24. I must have pressed back by accident.
Right.
We love other denominations.
Right.
We love them and support them, and a lot
Truth
of those
is truth.
people.
Usually when I tell people about their religious background, they look at me like I'm wrong or I'm a sinner because, I was part of a plural family. Women.
You're a sinner for like so many other reasons, but not necessarily for that.
Yeah,
You
she
are
said
a sinner.
women get angry and defensive. What? Women in other religions get angry and defensive?
I think ultimately Cody has now convinced her that everyone's jealous of her looks. That's what it is. Now it's turned to that everyone's jealous of Robin because she's so pretty.
And
now, like, is that their new storyline? Because you can see them trying to. Cody and Robin are constantly taking little, like, they'll test something out, like, and then the audience doesn't go like that. in lieu of just coming out and admitting any fault at all, they're going to
Yeah.
try this next. That Robin's so
Really,
pretty.
well, and it's just that she's just so shy. That is what's been misunderstood throughout the years. She's just shy.
She won't speak up for herself.
No,
The Brown
never.
family scapegoat, says Handsome Alice.
Gets walked over all the time. She's tried. She's really
Misunderstood.
tried everything.
What a
with these
manipulative
women.
answer to that question. Like, I'll never remember, like, forget, like, watching that and being like, that was just such a perfectly manipulative word
Mhm.
of name one. What's one word that describes you? Misunderstood.
Misunderstood. Okay.
6:38. That's my timestamp.
Get really defensive and angry. Men are more like, huh, interesting. But then they also go shudder and go, oh, I couldn't have more than one. But these guys, they didn't seem to even mind. It was very, like, very inclusive thought process. I'm not part of an organized religion. I don't necessarily subscribe to that men should control me and what I think about my relationship with God.
All right, we're back at Mary's bed and breakfast. Let's
Hence
get
the
this
music.
party started. Yeah.
A death. So you have to mourn. You go through the grieving process.
Yeah. Mine was just a super long divorce process because we did that legal divorce.
Right.
And
Ooh, that other one has a graphic tee that says "Fur Mama."
Yep. I need to get one of those.
Mama.
Fur mama.
You should get one of those. That's
A
funny.
fur mama.
Because to me, that immediately reads as very sexually funny to me. Look at the arrow pointing down.
Oh, is that what that means?
Fur Mama. Well, I don't think that's what hers
Oh,
means.
okay.
No, I think hers means that she has lots of cats. But like,
Oh, okay.
it would be funny to have a shirt that said that with an arrow pointing down.
It would be. Can I just mention one thing when Mary's like, it's not important for me for men to tell me blah 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 about my religion, but she did go and seek
Yeah.
a divorce from that church. But maybe that's just because then she could really just have the patriarchy tell Cody himself. Like maybe that was more just like a vengeance for Cody thing. She
That was my
didn't
first
need that,
thought,
but
too.
I don't know.
I
Okay.
just got a text from Rob saying that he was supposed to come over today, but he's actually coming over tomorrow because he has to work late today. I was like, oh God.
Okay.
Like such a good mood.
Well, now you can have your dad over. Now you
Oh,
can
he'll
just
come
on
over
in.
anyway. Yeah, I'm shocked he hasn't just barged in to get his fucking baled potatoes now. But I got a whole nut of Frasier in my future. Woo! All right. All right, let's get back here. I just got so excited. All right.
And it was probably within 6 months that he wasn't staying with me
Things
anymore.
shifted. Yeah. It was an easy out for him.
Okay, so they have brought up finally the divorce that Cody and Robin definitely made Mary. Look, I agree that Mary doesn't think that they manipulated her into it. Like, I think that Mary thinks it was her idea, of course.
Well, she can never admit that she wasn't smart or that someone outsmarted her,
Right.
that she didn't know something. That's like Mary's, she hates that if she's not in the know on something.
But like, when you and me are being really bad and we're being really gossipy and it's like really mean spirited.
Right. Yeah.
That was the feeling I got when TLC had Christine say that, like, oh, she planted that, and then them running to Robin and saying, Christine said you planted that. What do you say about that? I was like, just my evil mean girl came out. I was like, I love this direction.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
They're starting to do it.
And I
Like,
ooh, it's so catty.
it truly is like a, and now we said it moment. Like, oh,
And Robin
just
is
feels so good.
Robin is so flustered. Oh my God.
No.
doing
Oh,
this,
the way
dude.
she tries to deny it is. Yeah, you've been
No,
called
it's
out,
so-
girl.
I don't even know anyone. I didn't even know that was a thing that you could do. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Just like
Okay.
you didn't take that personality test we saw you take on camera.
Okay.
She's so dumb.
7:33.
To him on a silver platter. Yep. Because of your goodness.
I do question if at that time he already kind of had this plan in mind. If I could just do this, it'd be easy transition. Did you
Yes.
think that's
Yes,
what it was
Mary.
going to turn into?
We talked about it. We
Are you
were
serious?
very worried. Yeah.
That legal divorce was so impactful.
Honestly,
for
it's
me.
so sad to rewatch these scenes because Mary is not okay. okay in these
Yeah.
scenes, in these
Yeah.
flashbacks. She is devastated. And Cody doesn't give a shit. He's just like rubbing her back, like,
And then Robin had to make it about her. It's a really big deal. It's really special.
Oh, but Jody, what are you mad about? Cody, in fact, made Robin go home and he took Mary out after this. So
For just dinner
Oh.
or just dinner, right?
I think it was actually lunch and Mary was in her clogs. I remember us commenting on
Yeah,
it.
we
when
watched
the
it. They went to lunch, and I think we even noted, like, oh, of course he brought her
lunch.
to lunch.
In her tight jeans
Not
and
even
mules.
dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7:57. We're at the flashback to the actual signing.
Because when I got married, there was one ceremony. The ecclesiastical authority that married us had the legal authority to marry us as well. So he performed the marriage. That was the religious and spiritual sealing, as well as the legal ceremony. He signed the paper, we're done. So now we're basically unsigning the paper. Like, I had a lot of heartache around that because I didn't feel like emotionally supported during all of that.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel like I should be.
Why should you not be emotionally supported through that?
Because it's not really a divorce. Even though I had the logical part of me saying, no, you still have the spiritual side of the marriage, it felt emotionally like I was getting rid of like the whole marriage. It was so hard. And I had to tell myself all the time, no, it's not. We still have that spiritual marriage, and it's not any different than Christine and Janelle and Robin had been. If I were to consider myself not married after that moment, then I consider Janelle and Christine and Robin all not married. But the emotion of it was still there. Janelle and Christine and Robin, they're never going to understand that because it was never part of their marriage.
Okay, Mary.
That's fine. That's fine.
Right here.
I was putting a lot of pressure on myself to be like, you are wrong for feeling like this. You should not feel like this. I was also
Because that's what polygamy literally teaches their women is this is a feeling you need to overcome. You're being challenged.
Well, okay, and I can kind of see Mary moping around like, oh, I did the illegal divorce and blah, blah, blah. And I can imagine people being like, well, you offered to do it. So like, you did want to do it or you offered to do it. So
Well,
now
and Mary's also the type of person that won't just come out and be like, guys, I just need to let you know this is way
yes,
harder
I
than
want
thought
to
it
do
was.
it, but I'm still working through it.
I'm really upset. Can we maybe, but no,
Yeah.
instead she does the ever so lovely, just, I'm
The
fine.
Eeyore.
All right. No, don't worry. No, I'm good. I'll just be over here. I'm busy. Which gets frustrating real
really
quick.
happy. I mean, maybe if I could just bring like Solomon or Aaron. Oh, I'm not allowed to bring him.
So, I mean, I will say her and these talking heads, she's at least kind of mature here. I feel like she's been coached a little bit, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's the way she went about it afterwards that was like, yes, we feel awful for you. Yes, you can be grieving it, but like,
well, then I'm sure Janelle was like,
what
I don't want to,
extent?
because Janelle was
Like, you
pissed that it
didn't
was
have to do
happening.
it.
I can imagine that she, Christine, Christine just hated Mary, but I think Janelle was like, I didn't want you to fucking do this. This is exactly what I knew would happen. And
You
then
didn't
were
consult
bitch about
any
it.
of us.
Nope. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
9:30.
what'd you think was going to happen? We all knew this.
I mean, Janelle pretty much says that here. She's like, I knew. I was worried that was going to happen, and I did.
Yeah.
Members of my family. So I'm like, why am I feeling like this? I shouldn't be feeling like this.
Maybe on some level you knew that it was breaking more.
I was afraid because we had been for a while, quite a while before that. We had been kind of in a tough spot.
Yeah.
You don't say.
Yeah, no shit. He brought in a fourth wife after 25 years.
Secure spot with him. When Cody and I got the legal divorce, it was something that we had talked about together for years. But at the time that it actually happened, I was the one who made that move and went to go talk to the lawyer first.
Right. Again, yes, I think that you think that that's what happened.
Yeah.
but I think it was brought up a lot in passing.
Yes.
Mentioned.
Yes. Which, as we know, none of that had to happen for her kids to be protected and all of that. And he didn't have to like give up his legal rights in order for there was so much manipulation and hiding of information. And let's all keep in mind that Robin knew Mary was being catfished. She knew that was going on.
She knew the person, not the catfish, but like a friend of.
She was complicit.
And you were, what was the word? And you were cowardly. And that was cowardly.
And you said nothing, and that was cowardly.
10:14.
Place of let's just do it.
Oh my God, we're only at 10:14.
I kept thinking if we can wait until our relationship is stronger, then I'll feel better about doing it, and I'll feel more confident, and I'll feel more secure in our relationship. But that was never going to happen. Obviously, it was within 6 months that he quit coming around. And the full thing there too.
God,
Mary came to me saying, we need to just do this divorce on paper so that you can adopt Robin's kids. In my mind,
way.
Shuffling a legal paperwork. Mary and I, after that divorce, left Robin and went to dinner together. I gave her a special ring, and we probably went home and made love. I mean, I'm just like going, we're not breaking this up.
I think it's kind of disgusting that he would bring a potentially intimate moment with somebody that he's divorced from, because I can guarantee you that he would never talk about those moments in the setting with his wife.
That was pretty dirty too. They were like, you know what Cody said? That you guys fucked that night.
Mm-hmm.
And she clearly like just heard that in that interview chair.
So
I
is
think
she...
Go ahead.
Is she saying like Robin wouldn't appreciate him saying this now? Or like he wouldn't say that if Robin were there? Or like, why is he talking about our sex life? Because he would never talk about theirs.
I think, it's just he's just being disrespectful. Because also they're not together anymore. So like don't say that. Don't talk about our sex life. And then she goes on to say we also were not fucking at that time. So
okay. I was gonna say, however, like she can talk about whatever. Like there's a lot of shit that she's not saying. I mean, like I'm saying this in my own self-interest kind of too, but like after a divorce, she has like the same platform that Cody does. She could be spilling so much shit about Robin and Cody.
Yeah.
So for him to like say something stupid like that, she could say a lot more.
So
now, unfortunately, because they could probably say a lot more shit about Mary.
What else? What could be worse than that banana picture, though? Like, I don't know what worse. What more? Yeah, okay.
I mean,
does it get worse than that? Other than the laughing after the Peloton thing, because that was, I think, worse. That was gross.
Say that again?
It was grosser for me to watch when she laughed about backing up into Cody's dick.
Yeah.
That was just as embarrassing, I guess. But I just don't know what they could even say. She's already been called abusive to the kids, a raging bitch. Like, we know all this.
Yeah.
Because she wants to be better than the other two wives. She wants to be the mature one. But it's not cute.
She wants to be like, I'm taking the high road, but then also make these little things like, oh, Himalayan. It's been a while.
Yeah, you're a lower road than Christine at this point. Because at least Christine is getting fucked.
Right.
Christine's pretty annoying. My mom were talking about this at brunch. She's like, I was like, my mom was like, I just can't even watch that Christine with the married. And I was like, yeah, I really took a turn. She was the queen last season, and boy, did that.
Yeah, my sister's like, "Oh, are you still talking about Sister Wives?" I'm like, "Oh yeah," and they're like,
"Oh."
I mean, both of them said the same thing. I mean, I was happy for Christine, but like, I'm like, everyone thinks it's a lot.
It's the same.
Yeah, we're all in this together.
Yeah, and the argument again is like, well, she never got to do this when she was 19. But honestly, my opinion is, well, then I guess you don't get to do it then. I guess you missed it. You missed the chance to act really annoying about it.
Yeah, I'll have more to say when we get there because I do have thoughts on this. But let's
I'm
get
like,
through
are you
Mary.
having another party right now? Are you having another
Oh,
party?
it really is
Another
absurd
one.
the amount of parties they get.
Hi,
Not
Rusty.
cool.
Hi.
Okay, let's get back to Mary telling us about how she's so above all this. She's really worthied up.
Taking the high road, yeah. Mature.
Worthied up.
Cody and I were not in the kind of relationship at that time that we would be doing those kinds of things anyway.
Cody Wynn Brown, please.
Cody Wynn Brown.
I signed that whole name before, I don't think. I never felt like that legal divorce did anything to us. Mary volunteered it, but for some reason, it still had an emotional impact on her.
Well, it's so weird that happened.
Was when she went through the catfish experience.
By the time the catfishing
Yes,
situation
bring it up,
happened,
bring it up.
mine and Cody's relationship was really almost non-existent. I remember after the legal divorce thinking, oh, he's nice. Okay, this was the thing that I needed to do. He was really kind and he was present in our relationship for, a month or so. And then you just can't keep up like a facade for too long. The catfishing situation didn't even begin until maybe 8 months after the legal divorce.
Sit there.
The legal marriage really seemed very important to Mary. I was actually sort of speechless.
Yeah,
when she
we
told us
remember,
that she was
Janelle.
actually doing it
Yeah.
because I thought Mary would never do this. I already had started to see that there was a little bit of favoritism for Robin from Cody at that point, and I did worry. So when Robin first came into the family, she sort of talked to us about these other families where the first wife divorced the husband so he could marry the second wife legally and legally adopt the kids. And I remember.
Ooh, where did Amanda go? Is it just me in here? Did Amanda go out? Well, what's about to happen, as we know, Christine is going to drop the tea. Guys, let me know if. Oh, okay. I think she's coming.
I don't know. They just kicked me out. I don't know why.
That's okay. It's okay. I just didn't know if I was kicked out and I was talking to no one or whatnot.
Well, what did you hear? What did you hear?
Christine was about to tell us
The plant.
how Robin used to be like,
Oh, that was out for a while.
These
then.
are the
Okay.
families where they have a legal divorce and
All right.
and the new
I
wife
am
gets
at
to be there.
12:40, so I went back a little bit.
Okay,
Wow.
perfect.
StreamYard just doing its thing.
Mhm.
12:40.
All been there.
And I did worry. So when Robin first came into the family, she started talking to us about these other families where the first wife divorced the husband so he could marry the second wife legally and legally adopt the kids. And I remember thinking, yeah, that's a plant. And she mentioned
Name
us
'em.
several times through the years. Like she was putting that in there because she would have loved that to happen. I don't think Mary felt like it was planted. I think Mary felt like
Thank you for saying that too.
So the idea that I planted an idea in Mary's head.
Robin got lashes.
She got lashes. Everyone's talking about that, and also you can tell she's lying immediately because she just goes,
too.
It's like the idea that I would even. Well, she just can't, she immediately won't even make eye contact. She's such a piece of shit. And also, I believe Christine 100. She's not lying. That was true.
No, Christine was raised in legit polygamy.
Actually raised in polygamy.
As a child of polygamists in an active polygamous community, not just away as the favorite wife's family. She would know any and all of these families. And this bitch has to come in and they have to pretend what she's saying. They're like, oh, really?
I've seen
wow.
it. I've seen it before where the wife divorces the wife and the kids,
Again, name them. Name them.
And Robin, those lashes, girl,
are outrageous. They're
it's just so funny. It's just, I want to know the behind the scenes of that.
That they make her face look even more Lego-like somehow, because it's just
bam. Yeah.
Awful.
Well, it's drawing more attention to the eyebrows now too, because your eyes go straight into that middle there. All right,
Yeah,
13-11.
Absolutely. I never said it. I don't even know anyone who divorced their first wife.
Oh, really?
Could adopt kids. I've never even heard of that before.
She does this.
She told me when she made the offer that when we were getting to know each other, she had the idea in her head to offer to give me the legal marriage so that Cody could adopt my kids. I never even wanted to be legally married to Cody. I was actually really grateful that I wasn't going to be married to Cody because I'd gone through so much trauma with my legal divorce of my last marriage. I was very happy and content.
She's so mad because she had to take on her own debt.
Liar.
Such a liar.
If that was true, if you were so happy in your little single life or whatever fantasy life she thinks she was in, she would have been bawling her eyes out at that table with their whatever his name was, Sam Richardson, our family attorney at law.
Ronald McDonald Esquire is what Corey and Carly call him.
Yeah, you wouldn't be sitting there bawling, being like, special. You'd be like, you don't have to do this. You don't have to do this.
They went out for like dinner after he dropped off Mary. They like went out for like a fancy dinner, him and Robin.
Oh, and then like, honey, didn't they like go on a secret trip? They're like, no, it's not a honeymoon.
They did, and then this past year they celebrated their anniversary. He said, Cody, they were at a restaurant. Cody said it's an anniversary date, and it was that date, the one that we're not supposed to even remember because it's a shuffling of paperwork. By the way, this other curly dog here is Polar. I'm also watching him. He's very cute. He looks like Scout. I'm at 1348.
Tent with my spiritual marriage. I didn't need anything else. Very special.
Yeah, because no one's ever done it before, or
So, like, mine did. What
That was no big deal.
When I go into the house.
This is so weird. What is the context of why he's telling us this story?
I don't know, but I will tell you, like, absolutely, this was like years and years of like my marriage was the exact same way. Like, no, why would I feel comfortable in that context with you?
Oh, that's me on the best relationship day of my life. I'm like, can you turn around?
Right. But this is weird that he would bring up this.
Yeah, what point are you trying to make? I guess is my question.
That I think he was still entitled to that. Like, why? Like, how am I going to feel that way around her if she doesn't?
I didn't even think of it that way, but you're right. That he's like, well,
like, why would she start doing that?
I should be allowed.
Crazy ideas have gotten into her head.
That's very upsetting, but you're right. Down puller.
Which means he went in there just trying to like swing his little mini dick.
Poor Mary. And I can feel her in her body, just like being like feeling so ugly.
Yeah.
Because that's how I've been made to feel my whole marriage.
And now you're going to lay in my bed? Ew. Gross.
1406.
See your wife dressing, she would cover herself up and hide.
If you and I are not having a husband-wife relationship and you walk in the room, why would I expose myself to you? So yeah, I am going to guard myself.
All right. That's just the first commercial. Let's go ahead here. I'm at 1445. Let me just check that everything's okay back here. We good? I'm nervous that all three dogs are in here right now. So, all right. I'm trying to not make any sudden motions. Whiskey's crying. Okay, 1445.
Oh.
You're crying, Mama.
It's the weirdest music.
Yeah, it was really weird.
It's just me and him now, and they both have expressed that they don't want to live in a marriage and they don't want to be a part of what our original church was. They're not interested in fundamentalist.
All right, guys, let's go. Go out.
And it makes sense that they don't, just because they've watched some really crazy crap go down. And just because this is what I chose for myself doesn't mean that that's what their path is.
Okay, please pause.
Yeah.
Okay, so this, of course, pisses everyone off. But I went back and to that episode where Robin and the other moms and Cody, they're all talking with the older OG kids after they moved to Vegas when the kids wanted to find their own youth group because they didn't like the ones that the parents had set them up with. So think about what Robin just said, I'm not going to have them go to our church just because that's what I was going to do, or that's what I chose to do. So here we are.
Oh, that outfit is heinous.
Yeah. Okay. So what does she say? When they actually had their frontal lobe completely grown, and Madison says, "You always told us that we could choose our church." Look at this obnoxious face of Robin's. Choose your church when you're an adult. And Madison is saying, well, I hate the church we have right now. So
look at all this work you did for this segment here. All right.
And then Cody with his little Dutch boy dumb haircut. Really? Now look at the body language here. Look at
that herpy on Robin's mouth, by the way.
Face.
Huge herpy.
I did save
fresh herp. Yes, exactly.
I got a fresh herp. Here it is. I zoomed in. There it is. It's like a double herp.
Oh, that's why you
on
sent
the lip.
You sent this to me this morning, and as you were like, when you sent it to me, I was chewing on my finger. It's like I was finger eating. But now I realize you were sending me the herpy picture. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
I do not have a herpy.
Okay, so Madison says, okay, I want to go hang out with youth kids from another church. Look at Robin pouting on the couch.
Oh, yeah,
here.
she's mad. Now Cody has to
not even her kids. And Cody says, well, I feel like we've made so much progress here, which sums up Cody Brown's view of what's going on around him.
That went well.
Yeah, I think this goes well. Back to Robin, who has a lot to say. That's it. I know that you think it's social. Like we're killing ourselves here, basically.
Oh yeah.
To live this life, to live this faith. So it's hard for me to sit here with these kids and say, oh, it's no big deal. They can just choose whatever church they want. It's a huge for us to live this faith. That's Janelle. I mean, we all have some very different opinions here.
We went back and forth about her hair for a bit here this morning.
This sums up Janelle's entire time in this family. Just exasperated, exhausted. She's wearing a brown shirt on a brown puffy couch, hair thrown up akimbo, probably with like Savannah's hair clip that's pink and sparkly. We don't know. This is Janelle's house, I believe, which is why you'll see like a printer on a side table behind her. There's a cup of water underneath that.
She's sitting on a brown couch with the exact same color brown shirt. I mean, there's never been a match of colors so perfect.
She's just trying to wrap up the conversation. I mean, we all have some different opinions here. But again, that's Robin. Like here, let's throw up that scene in this episode and be like, no, actually, remember when it was other people's kids, you had one set of expectations, and now you're telling your dumb daughters that like, oh, I'm not going to put any of my ideas on them. They should choose. I hate her.
It was a rough episode, and like everyone is bringing up that frontal lobe thing this season.
Oh, really? Oh,
every podcast, every Reddit thing, every TikTok I'm seeing, everyone is bringing up that because it's like, bitch, your daughters are not right the way you're raising them, and they are adults now. Great.
Well,
wilding out.
Oh,
I'm gonna reopen the door. I'm gonna press play. 1526.
Affiliate with any religion at all. I think you just got to treat people kindly, and
I'm 100% Christine's road here.
Of course.
I don't need a church. Like I'm good. I know what to do.
Like, how would you describe your own journey?
Oh, here we go.
Sit then.
I mean, especially with the way that things sort of ended up, if you didn't think the same way that they thought. Then...
She's looking at Robin for approval.
What's it been like for you?
Oh boy. I actually had a really positive experience in our church.
I'm sure you did, because you're living in a $2 million house.
Yeah.
It's kind of a non-issue.
You got the family to pay off your debt.
Well, it wasn't.
How is she not thanking them for that every day of her life? My God.
She took that on. She didn't have to. It
In
wasn't
the
her.
divorce. It was your debt, bitch.
Yeah.
It wasn't debt from like not paying your NMAX bill. It was like, or like medical debt. It was pants.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry that Preston, who now has cancer, do her kids know that, didn't want to take on your pants debt. Stop.
Yeah, and whatever you did in your marriage, whether he spent it or you spent it, it's yours. That's the way the law works for everyone, Robin.
Okay.
Ugh.
I'm at
God.
1605.
Anywhere near what my church is, and the basic belief of our church was plural marriage, and that is no longer something my husband wants to do, and we are.
She would do it.
I don't know. This whole situation of family has challenged my identity about like.
I would like the producers to just straight up ask her, like, and honestly, if she said yes, I'd be like, all right, fair enough. Just if somebody could ask her, do you like, are you for the patriarchy? Like, you like the patriarchy? Because everything that she's ever done or said in her life would lead me to believe that she loves that idea. Because it makes sense for her, because then she gets to kind of be lazy and just like let him do everything and nothing's my fault.
Yeah, I made this promise that like I'd always support him, and he doesn't want me because, you know, he likes to be the provider. And Janelle and Christine and Mary really rocked his confidence. And so he wants to be able to provide and be the leader of the household, the head of household. So I want to support him in a godly way. She'll manipulate that shit.
So then the answer is yes, you love the patriarchy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, just honestly, I'd respect her more if she would just say shit like that.
I would respect the producers if they said in here, like, so if we found some potential sister wives for next season, can we do that as a storyline?
I wonder what she'd say though, because Robin also loves a storyline and money.
Well, they have to be someone very special. I'd have to have some sort of guarantee.
She'd probably try to get pregnant
like
again.
the guarantee that Robin must have missed that guarantee that all of us sign when we get married. You know, the one that like it's a guarantee.
Oh my God.
She just missed that one.
So
We all,
yeah.
You fucking moron. She's such an idiot. I just need to, okay, we'll get to that here.
I'm at 1620. Or like when people say like, well, I didn't walk down the aisle. Like when I was walking down the aisle, I never thought I would be getting divorced later. I'm like, well, yeah, that's why. No shit.
Clearly, right.
I'm at 16, except I did. I'm at 1625.
I am a plural wife, and this is what I believe, and this is our family. It was such a big piece of who I am, and now I'm like, now who am I? Never pictured myself as a monogamist. Never thought I'd be just Cody and I. I don't think that Cody would ever live plural married again. I don't know for sure. If I had a guarantee that it would be something that would be beneficial and we would have a positive, successful experience.
Her lashes look crazy.
So bad. Aurora did them.
I would need some sort of guarantee just because this experience of a family falling apart has been so traumatic. And not just for me and not just for Cody, but for our children and for all the children. The act of marrying a plural wife is very sacred and very serious and can't just be done with anyone. It has to be done with the right people. The right.
God, I'm like falling asleep. Shut up. Okay.
Is like really
stressed out. Too. I wouldn't live it again without being a part of our church, like very active in our church. I just don't see how one works without the other.
Is there anything you hope for from the church experience?
It's something that I'm also looking for as well, but you know, it's something that I need to work out with my husband, and we have 2 younger children as well. I'm feeling weird about even considering going to church somewhere else because my church and my beliefs were such a big part of who.
There's her in that prairie dress again.
My beliefs really shaped my path, like where I was going, who I was willing to date.
Thank you guys so much for coming.
Yeah, thank you.
So great to meet you.
I feel like this piece of me just got ripped away, and now I'm just not quite sure what to do with.
Yeah, fine.
You could have been going to church the whole time, bitch. All right, we're in Salt Lake City, Utah, and I see now it was like almost like a relief that like, okay, we're done with Robin, but we're in Salt Lake City, so.
Oh, at Boda.
Okay.
Boda boutique.
McKelty is annoying in this scene, and then she's annoying again. I forgot about this scene,
at that wedding shower.
Oh my God, I hate her. All right, let's see Christine try on this dress.
Yeah, let's suffer through this together.
Yes. Just blast. You're a little ahead of me.
Oh, they did a lot to it. I'm so excited. Today's the first day I'm going to see my wedding dress. So I had all of these, like, oh my gosh, 4 or 5 different dresses that I just told the designer that I liked. And she drew one that looked so exactly like what I wanted. And now today is the day where I get to see it in person.
Are you feeling ready to go?
Yes, let's just go.
Okay.
I want to try it on. Yes.
Ooh, Aspen's hair looks really good.
I have never tried on this dress.
Aspen's
really
so cute.
And I really hope I like it because it's the combination of.
Ooh, we lost sound.
Dresses. My
What?
first wedding dress when I married.
I think.
What? Can you hear me?
Oh,
Can you hear me?
and my headphones on StreamYard disconnected. Pardon me.
All right, well, I'll just play. Let me know when you're good, but I'll just go ahead and keep playing. I'm at 1928.
Cody was made by my mom. I still remember vividly looking through a pattern book and finding the pattern, and then it was ready, and I went and I picked it up, and that's what I wore. I never even tried it on or anything like that until we got married. And very different. Like back then, we wore like long garments underneath, so it was all the way long sleeve, all the way high, all the way long down. I love my mom made my first wedding dress.
The second I saw, are you good again? You good?
I think so.
Oh, you
I think
okay?
so.
Good. You can hear?
Am I?
Yeah, you can hear.
Okay, good. Yes.
Every time they like this is, I went through this watching this. I saw the picture of Christine's wedding dress, and my immediate thought was, "Oh no, Cody's gonna say far away glance," and he said it like, "Oh, a second,
Million yard stare.
1,000-yard stare." That's what it is.
1,000-yard stare.
1,000-yard stare. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No, I hate it. I hate it because they say it in the book. It's just the thing that they this is what we will say when the wedding day is referenced. 1952.
I love it. And then I took the dress and I cut it up. McKelty's wedding is soon. But today I'm going to go put on my wedding dress one last time and then make it into flowers for McKelty's bouquet. It's just super hard to think about cutting this up. It's I guess it's not right.
For McKelty.
For that's what I was just thinking. That's so funny. Because I was thinking like, oh, it'd be so nice if she still had it because she could like burn it. But and then I was like, oh no, she gave it to McKelty. Like all like, oh, it could have been a good moment.
Stupid flowers. Cody's
about to come in and like backhandedly call her like chubby again. Remember when you used to be chubby?
Yeah, fun.
This dress. When I tried on the dress, we were at a good point in our relationship. So when he saw me, it was just like this bittersweet thing of, oh, this is the last time we're going to see me in this dress, and I'm going to cut it up today, you know. It was a good thing. It was sweet. These 3 flowers right here. So this is my wedding dress that she gets to wear.
Ooh, McKelty.
So that is so cute. I love that.
Okay, so they're calling. God, Aspen's hair looks really good. I think that she did that by sleeping with braids, right? If anyone knows how Aspen got her hair,
probably. Oh, sorry.
Hi.
This stream here. It's not me. I swear to God.
It doesn't even faze me anymore.
No, I think it was like freezing me up, and then it just reloaded. But anyway, yeah. Christine is very lucky to have supportive daughters, but I think the reason why all 3 of them are there, I don't know if you said this in the few seconds I was gone, was that Isabel and Aspen have to work together to keep McKelty in line.
Oh my God. Yes.
They're like, we can't send mom in there with McKelty.
Do you think that's like Gwen is like not participating in this? Has nothing to do with Peyton or Christine. She's just like, I fucking hate McKelty. She's so annoying. And for someone neurodivergent, McKelty's not who you want around.
No, but remember that Gwen didn't go to the wedding either because I think she was upset with Christine.
I know.
Christine
but I
was
feel like that's
with Peyton. Not sure.
I think it's because Cody gave her money. That was when Cody gave her money. But Gwen is participating in this. But yeah, you're right. And you can see that all the sisters kind of just know how to tune McKelty out. But especially since
tolerate.
They're kind of like they're tuned into it, and they kind of know that they will step in if they have to.
They'll just make a quick comment like, okay, we got it.
Yeah. All right, McKelty. 2051.
And then mom's getting her dress on. In case you don't know who your sisters are. You guys ready? Yes. How ready? So ready enough. Preferably not nude. Oh my.
Too big on you.
The slow motion too.
No, that's dirty too. Ugh.
McKelty's face though is
It's like, well, her face looks exactly like she's thinking, oh, it's done. Because that's what I'm thinking too. I'm like, that's the finished product.
yeah, I'd be like, oh, okay, so they're gonna like pull it in a little
Cinch
bit. That's
it.
gonna look great. Yeah. And then
I
don't
mean,
know.
again, it's not
Alex,
bad.
thank you for the super sticker, Alex. Thank you.
Ooh, what
Thank you.
what currency is that in? Is that pounds?
Euros?
Mm.
Loonies?
No, it's not loonies.
Oh,
Our dollar is like worse. And if your economy or if you continue the way you are, our economy will still somehow be worse.
Oh, yours gets worse too?
Ours is always worse.
Oh, okay.
Except one time in the 80s, we went to.
Oh, it's from France.
Oh,
From
bonjour.
France. Bonjour.
I took 10 years of French and I literally
did not.
couldn't even pull another French word out of my head just now. I went with bonjour. We went to the States in 1988 to buy our Nintendo because the dollar was better for like 5 minutes there in the 80s. 88, we had it all. 2120. Christine looks great. Just needs to be cinched.
Of course.
2120.
It's beautiful. I'm already in love with it. Hands down, this is a huge success. Gosh, it just feels so incredible.
She had the right idea. It just wasn't
Yes.
quite right.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just like it could have been better.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But obviously better than the original one.
It's a very
Yeah.
elegant plunge. I like this on the side. Nice, right? This is gorgeous. This is it. So my mom loves the dress and she looks very beautiful and it's noticeable that she loves it. Isn't that fun?
It doesn't look good, but my mom feels good in it.
Everything you were talking about all in.
It needed like an interior like bustier, like something to like a corset just to
Just a different shape. My wedding dress was basically pajamas. I didn't have to wear anything underneath. I don't think I wore underwear.
I had zero connection to mine. It was fine. It was from David's Bride. Like I really I didn't love it. It was fine.
I loved mine. It definitely wouldn't fit me anymore.
Yeah, just not doing that. But yeah, she looks great. But this is now what the second, third, 10th time we've been in a bridal salon. Let's go.
Come on.
Blast through.
I freaking love it. I have no idea how incredible it would feel to look at wedding dresses with my daughters. It's so good.
I had no idea how awful it would feel watching you try on dresses with your daughters.
God.
Have you ever felt like a bride before? Ooh, not like this. I have the dress and it's perfect and my girls are here. Gosh, I had no idea. I had no idea that being a bride would feel so flippin' fun.
Do you think
Marriages usually tend to be, I'll say, lacking in pageantry. Leadership was always afraid of the law getting involved. Chanel's was basically in secrecy. Christine, my dad, didn't think it was a big enough deal to show up for it. Young women would have been told.
Win, continuing to be dad of the fucking year.
About the dress and about the positivity of the experience.
There's Penny and McKelty's wedding's the flashback when he gave her his coat, babe.
I mean,
you cold, babe.
And on second, third, fourth, however many times watching it, it's still just every time you catch things that you're like, oh my God, it's so bad. Or that they were so awful to Cody and the mom.
And then I think the craziest thing now on the rewatch is that Janelle gave her this stunning two shawls, a fur stole.
Like fur. Yeah, she's like, oh, I got an off-white one, a white one.
Caplet, I think she called it. And they looked gorgeous. It looked like a winter Utah wedding.
It would have looked great on her, but instead, what did McKelty wear? Tony's jacket.
Because they planned that moment. That's why I'm sure that they planned
she
it.
looked like shit, babe. Like it was
I
like
know,
this dumpy because then it showed off like Tony's body more. And I'm not trying to like body shame, but I am not trying to like body shame him at all. Like listen, I do not have a perfect body either. However, I have no idea what that little spinny thing is, but he was wearing like gray jeans too tight. The red shirt, remember, like he didn't even have like a tie on. It was all like
I remember everything about that wedding.
Yeah. So please don't listen to anything McKelty has to say about this dress.
2305.
That Christine has just a big, fabulous wedding.
Yeah. He wishes her nothing but the best.
I think that, you know what? I did have this thought. I don't remember why now, but I remember thinking as this episode ended, Cody came across as all right in this episode. I don't know, maybe just about the Mary stuff, but then in the next episode preview, he calls Mary's catfishing an affair. And I can already tell you guys right now that if we're going to get into the catfishing and Cody's going to finally come out and say, yes, it was an affair. Yes, she was cheating on me. I'm going to be on Cody's side for all of that.
Oh,
again,
yes.
Two people can be assholes, but like
you and I have said this for the years that we've been watching this separately together, whatever, that like she cheated on him. We'd say the same thing. If it was a woman, a man, doesn't matter. She did.
And you
she
would
went
have
outside
left.
The marriage.
You were trying to leave. You were about to leave.
Yeah. Which is fine. And it blew up in your face. How embarrassing. But
and you ate butternut squash soup in Alaska and you had just found out that it was a woman.
Yeah. And they were serving water with like rosemary in it. Okay.
We're at our Mary's homecoming party yeah. She's gonna meet a man today. Oh wait.
I think there's a match.
Okay, I am at 23:36 and we're back in Parowan, baby.
It's gonna be some.
We are the charcuterie together.
Oh, this.
These two push up my glasses.
Love you lots.
That filled me with rage when I was watching it. Because I knew that the laugh was coming and then
move my glasses. Like you can't just I don't even wear glasses and I can
Okay, but if that so just say that did happen. You were walking by me and you're like, do you my glasses? I would do that and then I would forget that it even happened. Now that turned into a funny moment somehow.
It's a bit.
A bit.
Amanda?
More annoying. What?
That's what's called improv.
Comedy. Right. 23:49.
I would have needed a nose job. So Jen decided that we need to have a housewarming party because I am now a Parowan, Utah resident. So Jen was like,
funny?
"No, we need to celebrate this. Let's have a party." I'm like, "All right, let's have a party."
Oh, it's about to get lit.
You know what charcuteries look like.
Okay, this will get prettier, I promise. Where are the spoons? I don't know how to do fancy.
You fold it in half. I already showed you.
I'm not good at this part.
You have to be. People are coming in 45 minutes.
That was a little bossy.
That was what?
A little bossy.
Well, yeah, sometimes her real Mary comes out. When she's organizing stuff like this, or when she's stressed, it comes out. Like when she screamed it at Christine in the garage when when that fire was coming to get her house, and she was like, "You have stop making everything funny, Christine."
And when she got mad at Janelle, there was that serious tension over the Thanksgiving centerpieces.
That, and then when Janelle cut her off in that interview. When they were going to go, and then Janelle's like, if we don't go to I'm not going to the march at all.
Oh.
And they had to go to Nancy to talk about it.
And then Nancy made them sit on the same couch together. And it was like
out a driving scene.
It was I felt like I was on a really bad date just watching that.
Oh God, help me. At 24:29.
Music is really popping. Oh, here we go.
Today is David and my mom's wedding shower, so they're getting married.
And you're gonna make it all about you.
I
A lot of McKelty. you
okay,
guys.
let's
You haven't
get through
watched this
this
yet.
to
All
the
right, all right.
moment that I'm sure we're all thinking of.
I don't even know what you're talking about. 2446. But I know that Christine comes in a costume, like an actual like flapper girl costume with tassels on it. 2446.
So a couple weeks. We're just getting ready to celebrate that today. Oh God. Why is this the way it is? Gene, how? No. How does this thing unlock? Why? Why is this? Why? What's it? Oh God, I don't want to do it anymore. I'm asking
What is
myself.
this? Whistling music?
Yeah. Zany.
It's supposed to close. Oh wow. Wow.
Aspen's outfit looks so comfy and I want it.
Rude.
She wears a lot of lavender, I've been noticing.
Oh, Gwen's here.
there.
All right. Something happened.
We have 30 minutes until we gotta get ready.
I actually don't even think that the Gwen thing is that deep. I really think that it's just that she's 22 and she was probably like pissed off. She's pissed off about her engagement party turning into like a David meeting code. Like it was probably just a 22-year-old like
I believe that.
unpaid
Yeah.
teenager thing.
That
Like,
wasn't cool bringing him to
and
that.
she
as,
probably
like, the
does
first
regret it. And she's
time.
like, shit, I should have gone to mom's wedding, but like I can't do anything about it now. I think it's got to be something like that. Because I think they're
Yeah.
fine now. 25, 23.
We have 35 minutes before guests come. 35 minutes, people. Okay.
Have
There's
a
a
drink,
lot
Mary.
of nuts and raisins. Jesus.
Oh, I don't know if it's gonna happen, but we laugh a lot about it. I
Yes,
wonder.
we know. They laugh. You laugh a lot.
Introducing Mary Caroline Davenport.
Why?
Check it out. Check out the screen. Oh shit! Hang on. Let me play it again. The comments in the way.
Ah!
I
Okay.
had Joan make this. This is
Amazing.
okay. John messaged me today, and he's like, can you get us like the 63 more subscribers that we need on your live today? And I was like, yeah, can you make like a little thing on Canva about like Mary joining the House of Davenport? And he sent that to me within like 40 seconds. I was
Okay,
like,
so explain
Jesus.
this. Explain
okay,
this.
so that's what I think of when I hear the word Davenport. I know that like
Oh,
maybe
okay.
people would think like a Gone with the Wind type thing or like a Devon with Southern Belle. But
Mm.
there in RuPaul's Drag Race, I learned that there's a lot of Davenports that go through there, and there's like a major drag house is the House of Davenports, and so I just think that that's funny. So
I
had
wish
John
Mary
make
were
that.
cool enough
I know, and
to
he picked
know
like the
that.
most busted
Ugh.
picture of Mary too. Let's play it really quickly one more time.
Oh,
Oh
God.
yeah.
And she fades in.
Love it. Oh, R.I.P. Sahara.
It's kind of
Davenport.
funny because Mama Squirrel says Robin dresses like an old couch and Mary is an old Davenport. Which is, I mean, that's kind of funny too. Oh, that's amazing. Thank
right.
you, Joan.
Thanks, Joan. Going. Oh God, Joan, you've been watching this whole time. There's no way that you happened to jump in right there when I was playing that. There's like no fucking way. You're such a liar. You
Joan and I
really
have actually
watched
been we've been texting back and forth. So
that was like two. No,
I'm totally joking.
sorry. And then he jumps in on the Doughboys thing. You've been watching this whole time, babe. But while John's on the screen here, guys, go get us the last subscribers that we need, please.
Exactly.
I'm 2549. Yeah, John, we're only halfway through the episode.
So much laughing.
Actually, Sarah, my great-great-grandmother's maiden name. Like, I'm not gonna go.
Oh, what the fuck is that picture?
This discussion of what do I do now? Do I keep Cody's name?
No. Well, if you want.
Yes.
Like, I think Brown is a great last name. Keep it.
I don't know
Because you've had your name a lot longer than I had mine.
33 years.
Yeah.
Time to change, girl. I don't intend to stay single.
Yeah.
I am undecided. Mary Davenport. Can you drain the pickles?
I will say I would. Oh, they're about to make a drain the pickles joke in a second, just to prepare everyone for the
Yeah,
laugh.
this is how you know none of them are fucking.
I got anything
They're
I've given a
laughing
head.
out.
Definitely, Mary has not given a head. We can tell by the banana pick. What
Yeah.
was I gonna say? I lost it. I'm sure I'll figure it out. Yeah, I'm at 2628.
Yep.
Oh my God.
You sure can.
She was. Mary was halfway bowled over, laughing right there from
Bent
the
over,
pickles reference.
draining the pickles.
Oh my God, it's just exhausting, you guys. 2637.
Listen, you can't invite who you
This really is. This is like high school Christian
But I
kids. who have
never
never
laughed.
gotten
I
out.
never would have laughed at that. At drain.
No.
Yeah, I bet you
No.
can.
No.
It'd be
Not
like
either.
it'd be like a that, like yeah.
I'd be like, oh, I get it.
Laughing ironically about it.
Yes.
All right, back to McKelty.
Colby.
I don't know who's
I
more
think
annoying.
Between McKelty and Aspen, McKelty is the bossier one, which is funny because Aspen's older than her. These tall jars, let's put the drinks in. Okay. The juices in the tall jars. And I think that she takes on that role very easily. We have more balloons that we can blow up.
Yeah, she's naturally annoying.
Go with
A
it.
bossy
So if
bitch.
Aspen gets bossy, it's
A what? A bossy
A
bitch.
bossy bitch. Like that. No, like you're known as just being like a bossy bitch.
Yeah.
I just want to point this out. Mama Squirrel, I'm like loving this. Mary's more of a hassock than a Davenport. It's so weird you said hassock because I have been like looking for a hassock.
The fuck is a hassock?
And
Of course you have. Well, I can't wait to see what
I've
this
never
is
heard
that
of that
you've
in my
been
life.
looking
I'm
for.
like a hassock. Like something to pull over to put your feet up on.
Oh, an ottoman.
Yeah, but it's a hassock.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
Okay,
I
well, I'm
have
glad
this.
you
My
know what it is.
Christmas tree was living on top of that.
On
this
top of a
winter.
hassock.
Oh, who knew? I have a hassock.
I think it's just a
Didn't even know it.
word that's like not used past 1989 or something. But,
I love it. Like a lazy
yeah.
Susan. All right.
Mm.
2705. I have to pee again.
serious. Whereas the McKelty is
You might have a UTI, babe.
No, because I'm successfully peeing.
From all that
No blood coming out.
From all that pickle draining.
I can't hear what you're saying, but from your body language, I assume you made some kind of a sexual joke. But
I said all that pickle draining.
Oh.
We are
Okay.
laughing.
I'm at 2719.
We've got friends and family, and some people have come in from out of town, and we've got locals. You're so sweet. Thank you.
I can tell there's a lot of locals.
It's just kind of a wide array of people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure it's a sea of white. There's a wide array of sure. In Parowan. It's a real melting pot, that Parowan.
I saw someone with blonde hair. Most of them dark brown black with
Okay.
some poofs.
A lot of culture going on in this house
Mhm.
today. I'm at 2734. Whoops. Sorry. Hello, sorry, love you. Can you come up?
Today's the day, guys. We've been waiting for it.
This is
The girls and I have been church shopping for them. We met with some pastors. We've gone to some services. We found a local.
What are they
church.
carrying? Is she carrying a plate of waffles? Because they're somehow
Eggo
running late.
waffle.
This is definitely the noon mass, and they're still somehow running late because we just woke up. And they're nervous. They're going, let's go. They're nervous. You're just
Brianna needs to
going
have
church.
her waffles in the morning. She has to put them on her paper plate and bring them in the car. No, sorry. Like you're
We're
old enough
about
you
to
can
turn
skip
around
breakfast.
and see Saul, who is see-through at this point, like looking, like watching them leave, like,
Can
to
I
be
go
with you,
to no
other people.
Saul? Like, are we sure Saul isn't one of the Hildebrand? Like one of Jody Hildebrands that
People,
she's been hiding?
Somebody on our live chat last night said Turpin family.
Ah, yes, I can see that.
Those darn Turpins.
just-
2755. They are dressed. You don't have to dress like that. You can still look cute at church. I dressed really cute when I was a kid.
20-something-year-olds. 20-something.
I can't. I cannot. And like, why is Robin going? And why are they nervous? And Cody is now self-filming them, by the way.
About going to a church service. Like it's all on the line here. They're leaving for the big game.
Though at the service, and I don't think they're even going to the type of
converting
church-
today.
What?
They're not converting today.
No,
they're gonna
they're
get,
not like getting baptized in front of the congregation.
I was just gonna say, like they're gonna get like dunked in the, in the tank or something. Like they're gonna go in a building for an hour and come home. That's it.
During Easter, which is when every year you get baptized, they like at my church, they brought out this big like actual like jacuzzi that lived on stage for like the whole like season, and it like it's like my little podium is here, and the corner of that thing was like touching me at all times. So like at any given moment, I could just kind of stumble and fall directly into the full bathtub.
Thank God you had both ankles at that time. Can you imagine?
I was wearing heels all the time, though. I was wearing heels every Sunday.
Did they have a
cannot believe
lifeguard?
that never happened. 27:55.
The girls are interested in, and the three of us are heading out to, service today.
Well, how are you feeling about this, Brianna?
Feeling nervous and excited.
Why are you nervous?
Okay.
Why does she have a fork and a knife with 2 buttered plain Eggos?
I'm also nervous.
Okay, so he goes to He goes to Brianna. How are you feeling? And Brianna's like, I'm feeling nervous and excited, but mostly excited. And then Aurora's like, Aurora is stressed. She's like, I'm okay. I'm feeling nervous and excited, but like mostly nervous and excited.
So it's the same
down.
thing. I mean, I respect him.
No, she really is very nervous, though. You're sitting there.
Like, could someone get her some Zoloft? Maybe a little, like a touch of Wellbutrin, like something. Like,
Nice. Tell ya. All right,
she
Robin.
needs something to take the edge off, or just move out.
Robin's got her lashes on for church, though.
And a bottle of water.
Ooh.
She'll be singing.
I find it annoying that she's holding water. Something about that.
I think she's got that big rock on, so guys don't hit on her.
Ed.
Who's that hot single mom over there?
Hi guys, love you. Cody's
Oh my
got a lot of
gosh.
opinions, and he likes to voice them when it comes to religion and churches. And so we're just gonna go, just us, and then we'll talk to him later about it.
Love you. Have a nice time.
Why are they?
I
This
need
is
to
like they're
realize
going to
what
school for the
you're
first time.
Yeah.
Hands-off thing. Being
Like
a
they're
dad
going off to
is
college.
what they're doing. Probably have to be really open-minded. It's going to be different.
The idea of being somewhere.
Okay,
where
bye,
it's
Dad.
nice
See
sounds
ya.
nice, and being around people
What are you doing,
who
Stinky?
think that way sounds nice.
Do you want to come up
I
here?
am just in this really weird place right now. Very, very confused.
What do you think
Oh
about
God! About what?
Thanks for singing for me here. In my head,
I hate
I'm
you.
still hanging on to that idea of us out being out on the property and us growing old together and co-parenting and co-grandparenting, and like it's gone. I was hearing some feedback from family about, the accusations being made against me. I feel like I've been gaslit by some of the family.
Again,
Quickly.
name them. Name them. One.
No, before you name them, define what you think the word gaslit means. Because it doesn't mean people are mad at you for or people are talking about you behind your back.
Or that
It's
like
not
one of the boys came over to light the bonfire on Coyote Pass. That's not what gaslit means. It doesn't mean that you have a gas stove and
it's just very
furnace.
clear that Cody has learned the word gaslight. So now him and Robin use that in their own vernacular whenever they're talking about someone saying mean things about them. Gaslighting.
Give an example. You don't even have to name the person, just like about what situation.
Tell us anytime that someone made you feel like you were going crazy and that your version of reality is different. Go.
Because everyone has been explicitly clear with their feelings.
Yeah, and they've been telling the truth, really, as far as we're seeing.
Yeah. But no.
In fact, Robin exclusively lives her life to gaslight everyone around her, including us.
It's because they're not believing it. So she's like,
okay.
They're making. So she does feel crazy because they're like, no.
Right. Oh, it's so annoying. 29-21.
Numbers. I think there's a natural jealousy and dislike that they have had toward Robin, especially Christine and Janelle.
Especially Christine and Janelle. I'm married. Okay. You're like 55.
I don't know if you can hear. There is like 4 dogs going crazy in the yard next to me.
Somebody's
Can you hear
snow
this?
blowing the planet right outside my window here. So I
Okay,
can't
good.
hear what's going on.
Great.
All right. 29.
The dogs next door are pissed off. They're like, bitch, listen. You've never been gaslit.
29-30. Turdy.
I should be bigger about it, but we were supposed to be a team working together.
I know what I wanted. I wanted this family. I was bending over backwards to encourage Cody's relationships with his wives and Cody's relationship with his kids. I had too high of expectations.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I thought she never talked about the other wives or their kids with Cody.
I wanted too much for my sister wives.
She's such a bitch. She's like, I guess I expected too much from them.
Yeah.
They failed her. They're the ones.
My expectations were too high for them.
I wanted it though. I did want it.
Yeah.
29.54. Oh, great. Here we go. We're clipping along, Jody. Oh my God, Aurora's about to cry. Okay, I'm at 30.21.
Shocking.
People are not eating food. What is happening? So it's
Oh God. Listen to Mary, please.
How long has it been since you've been
Whoa, look at that woman's hair.
We're having a housewarming party.
Uh-huh.
For me.
The beehive.
This is this house. Oh my gosh, this is everything. Isn't it cool?
These people have to pretend like they care. They're like,
Hold on, I'm about to put Walter down and Whiskey's gonna start barking, so hang on. Just let whatever happens is gonna happen.
oh, they just playing. Like you tell me, they're just playing.
I shouldn't have picked up Walter. They are just playing, but okay. This needs to stop happening. So go, Walter. Go lie down. Go to your spotty. Walter, go to your spotty. All right, great. I'll just put Whiskey here, I guess. All right, all right. Well, the
Walter's like,
outfit,
see, it's mine.
This party, we got some looks going on here. Some woman is wearing a pink and black polka dotted, like half length sleeve, yet still with a sensible long sleeve underneath. Other woman has a full beehive on. And then this other one looks like very like a trad mom. All right, I'm at 30.
Yes.
Awesome to see so many people just want
The rough look. I think it's 3 generations there.
This is what did she say? It was like so many different people, the eclectic group.
Uh-huh. It's just a bunch of looky-loos. Bunch of looky-loos in town come for some free charcuterie.
That's totally what this is. We're going to do a Parowan puppy parade.
Aww.
This is so awkward.
I need to play with puppies.
That's a good idea, Mary. I would attend that for sure.
It's interesting that
She has all these tables and there's like no one there.
Oh no!
I know Cody felt like that. I think other members of the family did too, that it was my escape plan. It's like, no, whatever. I mean, I think the escape plan was that legal divorce. Let's be real. That was his escape plan. There is still lots of food here. The party went well. It was easy and casual and also really good to get to know some new people in town. There were no dating prospects at this party. Gosh dang it. Maybe I need to have Jen throw a speed dating party at the B&B.
Okay. Oh, that's what I was going to say earlier when I got myself off track, like I always do. I would be so down to watch Mary like go on different dates, like a single life.
It would be every time she sit down.
Because it would be it would be so cringy to watch.
I couldn't watch her do it. I couldn't.
Like
do it.
when what's her face? Oh God, somebody savage posted this side by side of Nathan and Danielle from 90 Day Fiance because they're both cross-eyed.
Oh,
they really do look like identical fucking twins.
Really
but there's a single life season of 90 Day, like single life of Danielle. Yeah. And she like makes those 3 you're the one that made me watch this.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Version of it. She made these 3 like cute, like 20-year-old friends. And like it was like so mean because they're like, you should totally go out with that guy. And it was so awkward. That's exactly the energy that Mary would be bringing to these dates. And I'm so here for it.
Oh, she would just laugh inappropriately at nothing. And
I also saw a really good comment up here. Mary V, who said Parowan Puppy Parade is better than Pee Pee Poo Poo Party.
It sure is better.
That's when Cody saved Truly's life after trying his best.
Yeah, I was going to say he healed her.
You did, yeah. Not the doctor. 3142. Poo. We're back in Flagstaff. We're going to get the breakdown of all the things that happened at church.
It's that same Housewives song.
Oh, it is.
Non-denominational Christian. Just
interdenominational
Christian. Checking out and shopping for different churches.
How was church? Should we start with?
Oh yeah, people. like 4 different people have said this just to me on personal messages. Oh, sorry, it was that cat that you just took down. Let's talk about Cody's pea yellow teeth. I didn't notice that, but several people did say that. So let's check out Cody's disgusting teeth. I believe it. And now we're all just sitting on the porch in our church best. We're gonna break.
Jay Schwa says, "Pillow and lap alert."
I mean, get it. I mean, you know.
Yes.
I cried a lot.
Really?
Yeah. I the first time I cried, I saw them warming up the musicians, the worship team.
Yeah.
And thought Brianna would make such a great feather, and I'm like started getting emotional.
Really about that?
Yeah, she told me about that. That was fun. And I didn't go.
Really? So that's awesome.
Cody does not give a fuck. He's like, really?
He
cool
doesn't, because
story.
he's ready. He's come to fight back about it already, to like squash all of their. But Aurora,
I think he's not. I think he's just not ready. Like, he's not into an Aurora cry mood right now. So he's like, really? Okay.
Really? You
Why's that?
got emotional about that?
Mm.
It's just so clear that how long was this mass? An hour? And like, it's not okay. There's something beneath this, parents, that your daughter is crying this hard about just attending a 1-hour church service.
About the worship crew warming up.
Because she's seeing other kids my age. Like, that's what it is. It was responding to, oh my God, there's like people
Like
our
other
age.
kids play guitar.
Yeah.
And
I could do this.
And
I
they
could hang out with
sing,
people.
the rest is still unwritten together.
I mean, I guess
right
honestly,
back at you. You love that photo. It's
as
pretty
much as
smooth.
we rag, oh my God, okay, well, you're making it hard for me to say what I'm about to say, but as much as we rag on Aurora, I do have empathy for her watching this. This is so sad.
Yeah, just bawling, crying out of nowhere. Like, she's clearly
The
highly
concept of
anxious,
hanging out,
needs
having
some help.
friends.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, when you're at the edge of tears all the time, you need some actual tears all the time.
Yeah, I think Aurora's tears are way more real than Robin's. Aurora's genuinely
agree.
getting emotional here.
I agree.
32-28.
She still
Cody's
doesn't have
just
to
there
pick
in
her
his
nose,
tight
though.
pants.
So you're emotional. It felt,
Whiskey,
it
sit down.
felt, me. It was just really nice to be around people who were supporting each other, and like, I'm ashamed of singing and praising about what they believed in. Some of my kids are just not comfortable expressing with me where they're at. Aurora and Brianna are very open. They feel comfortable.
They're not really
just
your kids, though,
talking,
either.
Going deep into things. Love you. See you later.
It's getting old for the kids. My husband was saying the other night, she's like, I haven't seen Dad for days.
There's just a lot of things I did not realize about raising our children in plural marriage that kept me from having.
I hate when he says stuff like that, because it's very just like, oops, guess I fucked up my other kids, but
Yeah, like I just
Hazel and
didn't
Jill.
know. Well, you
Yeah.
can't say that when they were telling you constantly that you need to be around more and pick any episode at all from any season, and you will hear at least one of the wives say, like, I wish he was around a lot.
He's a good, when he's around, he's a good dad. And then he's had this whole chunk of adult, like older kids that he completely fucked up. Now he's got this whole second set. And then there's a third set of Ari, Saul, and Truly, and kind of Savannah. So like, he couldn't even learn from that whole first set and then made the second set good.
Well,
he
and
fucked
he
it up
has
even
the
worse with the second
attitude
one.
of like, well, it's too late. They're adults now. So like, now I got to just like work with the ones I have, I guess, because they will all just like written me off.
But
No,
these,
you could
these middle
still
ones,
actively
no,
try.
we're just going to start fresh with the brand new ones, except for Truly.
Yeah.
Truly is
I fucked it up, so,
beyond
like,
repair.
whatever. Well, she's going to
Um,
cost him some money, you know? He doesn't want her to become some bitter old housewife with daddy issues, remember?
Do I remember? I'm at 33:15.
As intimate a relationship with my children as I probably should have had. If it's
Okay.
too late, then it's from, hey, mom needs a break. And I get home, she's had 6 days with the kids. She wants this night with me. So I'm gone.
Ew.
Kids, I love you. It's very different when you're home every single night. When we were in Wyoming, we saw a friend of mine. His daughter invited you guys to go to church with her. I'd like to see what kind of experience you guys would have there too. I'm estranged from both of my old religions, whatever. But
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
A couple things happened.
They kicks me out of the church.
the idea of my children having the experience that I had in the LDS church.
Yeah, his teeth are disgusting.
Is still.
Oh yeah, that he's got like a dead tooth in the same place as Mary.
Oh, they're
except his is
all
just
real
dirty.
stained. I wonder if he like dips and.
That's what Dad thinks. You don't have to agree to that. This is your journey. Dad and I are not.
They all seem terrified in the scene. Robin,
We're not forcing any religion or, you know, anything on you at all, lest we forget. Okay.
34-13. Whoops, sorry.
Not going to give you.
We're not forcing any religion on you.
Well, we're not going to give you any strong opinions.
No, I'm not going to give you any strong opinions. I'm going to try.
Even the way he's sitting, he makes sure to sit. Why is he sitting so intimidatingly to talk about how which church?
Amanda.
Yeah.
3.
Oh, I gotta establish my dominance as a.
They probably all have their periods, and you know how our brains get.
They are even more stupid on
Wacky,
the period.
crazy.
Yeah, brain fog.
Yeah.
34-26.
Strong opinions.
He doesn't understand how much his opinion matters to his kids, whether they are rebelling against it or agreeing with it. And so I'm trying to keep him a little quieter.
This is the mistake I've made so many times as a religious parent, was trying to tell them. It's hard because their life experience has got to be from their choices. I'm looking back on my older children and realize all the mistakes I made because my perspective was actually so fundamentalist Mormon.
Okay, so
it wasn't him. It wasn't his fault.
At least, and again, I keep moving the goalpost with Cody because something in my fucking female head wants a redemption somehow. He's okay. Like here, he's admitting, I realized that I had made mistakes.
Right.
So
the only way to right those are to just not do it with the next one. It's not like apologize or try to, you know.
I think a lot of men do that though. A lot of people
ask
do that.
for forgiveness, which honestly, like, isn't that what religion is really all about? Or at least in the Catholic Church, it's like, you're going to fuck up and you better feel guilty and pray about it and make it better. But no, Cody's like, I'll make amends with Saul and Areola.
It's like an addictive personality. It's like, oh no, this will be the last. From now on, I will be better.
Yeah. Now he knows he's right. He thought he was right before, but now he knows
this
that his
time,
way is
starting
right.
now.
Yeah, now he knows. Now he's got a good plan.
It's him pouring all his his alcohol bottles down the sink, and he's like, starting fresh tomorrow.
This is it.
34:59, so 35 minutes.
As I've evolved away from that, I'm like, oh, I'm so ashamed of that. For a little while, I thought that maybe this is what God wanted, like this whole plan of me going public for the sake of plural marriage, and then blowing it so bad that nobody would want to be in plural marriage. I'm like,
that I found to no, okay, you're fake laughing, but I found that to be kind of not charming, but like a that.
It was a glimmer of self-awareness,
self-awareness, and a little self-deprecation, which is my favorite type of humor. Yeah.
Right.
Like, oh, all right. I don't want to fuck him, but like,
but he's saying it in a very like, all you bros watching this, all you men watching this.
It's like
listen,
he's only
I got
talking
it.
to the men here. If you're a woman, keep scrolling. It's very bad.
Like, I could admit I was my bad. Am I right, fellas? Right, boss?
Totally.
I mean, you and I are.
No, you're right. All right. 35-17.
It's a joke us ladies don't get. Okay, that one's for the brothers.
Well, we got Jacob in the chat. Thank God. We got our resident man in the chat.
Oh my God.
I think we'd just be kicked off YouTube if we didn't have at least him. Okay. 35-17. Hello? Oh, sorry. I thought you froze. No, I just wasn't funny. 35-17.
I was laughing.
I'm like, hello, is this thing on? Hello? What crowd? 35-17.
goodness, was this part of the whole plan?
All right, great. Clipping along again.
1,000-yard stare.
I feel like there's like more commercials in here. Even TLC was like,
let's go. Let's go. God,
Rolling
Christine's
some
wedding still coming up. 3544. Salt Lake City. You know what that means.
God, it's gonna get exciting.
Is this supposed to be like that? Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
Oh, a little edgy.
Copyright free.
Ooh.
See, that's a costume. Christine's wearing a flapper dress with tassels, like layered tassels, white, and she just did like this. And I
think she looks better than that. I think she should have worn that for her wedding. I think it was great.
Because it gives her a little shape. She actually looked kind of cute doing that.
Yeah.
Let's see what David's gonna wear really nice.
It's gonna be really fun wedding shower. Nice. It's fine because all the guys could wear hats like Caleb. All the guys wear baseball hats.
To Christine and David's match for a wedding shower.
Hate this.
She's about to reference her and Tony kind of here.
We really like them. We think that they should probably wait a little bit longer to get married, but it's fine now. We're fine.
That was a Tony and her reference. For anyone who didn't get that, that was that.
That was such a fucking diss, and I hate her for it. And the way she's just jauntily doing her speech with a drink in hand, like it's a stage, like she's doing a tight five up there.
Yeah, sorry. It's a go-go girl dress. That's all right. I was saying flap. Well, it's still kind of flappery. Yeah, it's annoying. And I will say this to my dying day that Christine and Cody were not wrong in any way for being trepidatious about her marrying Tony. It was too early, and it's Tony.
You were 19. They have lived a lifetime, and I would say don't. Maybe I'm saying this in general. I have not had like a ton of relationships or whatever, but the older you get, you have more experience in any relationship, whether it's one, whether it's 50.
Just so people in general.
Now at your age, because you've been through however many relationships or rendezvous, whatever, wouldn't you say now, Amanda, if you met the person you thought was like, yep, I'm going to be with this person forever, you would know quicker now than you would have 20 years ago.
Yes.
And be like, oh, okay.
And also it's McKelty who they've said the whole time, it's the black sheep of the family. She's very impulsive.
You've been known to make very poor decisions, McKelty.
And then you brought him home and it was Tony. Tony.
Yeah.
3612.
Just took another mortgage out.
For Christine, I came into town because
this is ridiculous.
She's just, I've never seen him look so good. I know it's Christine. So I think he's great.
Wedding showers are meant to like prepare the bride, right? Like prepare their household. Like you're showering her with things that are supposed to be like useful in our marriage.
But then what's a bridal shower? That's where you got the slutty stuff.
Same thing. Well, a bridal shower.
Am I going to gift for all of these things that I've attended? Because there's been 4 events now that I have to walk in.
That's what I disagree with. I'm like, a bridal shower to me is like, yeah, you're getting things off their registry, dishes, so towels, whatever, to set up.
But isn't that what you're getting them for their wedding, though? I'm not getting you a wedding shower present and a wedding present.
Whatever. Too many parties. It's coming across as greedy to me, but whatever.
And Janelle's energy here is I love her because she's like, I will come to all of these. Yeah, sure. I'll come.
It's really great. It's really awesome.
That's awesome. I'll come.
Good for her. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. I'll give the bare minimum. Yeah, I am happy for her. 3626.
She's like, you need to
sit
wear
down.
This, you need to wear that. I'm like, fine, whatever you say, ma'am.
I jive with him. I enjoy hanging out with him, Christine. That's why.
Janelle looks great.
Of course she does.
Yeah.
She's so classy.
There's a purpose now. So I'm really looking forward to the wedding itself. It's going to be this fairy tale. Christine always kind of wanted this fairy tale.
We put this wedding together as a team. Like with my first wedding with Cody, I just did it all. Like Cody wasn't involved in any of it. I just did it, and I'm like, what do you think about
all of this? And then them talking about the luggage is just another example. Again, I'm sure David is great, but it's just another example of David acting like a normal human and being rewarded for it. He's the greatest guy on earth because he's not a total douchebag.
Like one of the things and like Adam's in my relationship is like the rub for him. He's like, you are always apologizing. Like he'll like bring something over to me. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. And he's like, why are you apologizing? I'm like, oh, because you like got up and got that. And he's like, that's just a normal thing people do.
For
Like,
me, it's more
you
that
don't
I
have to do
constantly-
everything.
I feel the need to prove that I'm not lying. Like I need to prove, like if I have to cancel plans, I want
That
to
you're
prove
not crazy.
because it was always
Because you
like-
were actually gaslit.
Yeah,
Like he was
that's how I know the difference.
actually married and you didn't know.
Yeah. And everything. Like, I remember there's a great example of gaslighting is that one time he's like, I need a week to myself. So I want you to not call me or come over. So I did it. And he's like, he's like, I just need this space. So don't, so I didn't text him. And then at the end, he's like, and then we broke up after that. But he's like, that was a test. Like, you should have known. If you had really loved me, you would have just shown up to my house. And like, that would have proven your love. And I was like, what? But it did in my head. I was like, maybe I should have. Although it was a bold thing to say because if I had gone over, he would have been with his new fiance.
But then you would have caught him and been like, I'm jealous and I can love you more.
Like, you're acting crazy.
Oh, Salawalaway says,
raging
wait,
alcoholic.
he was married?
Oh, Salawalaway. A couple times actually during our relationship. Two different people. I'm at 3560 or 3655.
This was like, I don't really care, kind of a thing. And with this one, no, every single step of the way, Dave is involved and he has an opinion on it.
The sad
Again,
problem
bare minimum. And we're like,
wedding day was the lack of involvement I had in it.
Right.
It's a day that just makes me sad. It was not a special occasion enough. And I felt ashamed of that. I wasn't even celebrating in my heart when I married Christine. I know Christine could sense something was wrong when I went to our wedding day. I had a 1,000-yard stare. And that troubled her. We got the marriage off on the wrong foot, but we found our special place. I guarantee we found our special place.
so you did love her.
I'm going to give it over to Isabel, and she's going to tell you guys about that.
Oh, that's Isabel. God, all three of these girls look identical.
We're going to have the couple do the answer sheet. And
Oh,
see
good.
what their answers are.
A game. Quick,
You love
hand me
games.
that piece of paper and pen.
You love games, though. You would have loved this.
Why do you always say that? Do
You
you
do.
love it?
No, I
do
hate-
actually legitimately love games. But when I went to that baby shower a few weeks ago, those games were
No,
well,
I don't
they
like
weren't
playing
organized
games
right.
at parties. I didn't come here to play a game. I came
I
here
like
to
an
give you a
excuse
gift.
to not have to mingle or talk to anyone.
I don't have to like get up and shit. I hate games.
3745.
So I gave out cards to all of the guests that had a list of questions on them about the bride and groom, and they just had to guess the question correctly. Can we do it together? David and I do this together? Do it together. Okay, perfect. It's David, baby. No, honey.
Why yelling?
This dress does look way better on Christine.
Why are we all yelling?
What?
Like Christine.
Oh God, I thought you were
and all
talking to
of the-
me.
No, I'm like, why are we yelling? As my mom used to say in the day, tone it down. Tone it down loud. Like all of them are screamers.
When my dad, because my dad is legitimately deaf in one ear. When my dad stayed with the dogs when me and my mom came back, we had to kind of park down the street and then we were walking back and you could like hear the TV on in my house, just like all the way down the street. I was like, Dad, Jesus. 3807. And he was watching a like Dora the Explorer type cartoon to help him learn Spanish.
I love this so much.
I'm at
I love
38.
just finding out these little bits of Don lore.
Whenever I call him and he's in the car, he's like, "Hello, hello, hello," and I can always hear in the background like, "Oh, back into the Dutch funk."
He's such an interesting character. I
He's
love
no,
this.
he's hilarious. 3807.
David actually never freaking cheats. He smack talks like crazy, but he doesn't cheat.
What's David smack talking like? I'm gonna win, Christine. I'm gonna win.
I'm gonna kick your butt. I'm gonna kick your booty. That's right. That's right. I said booty. You had to kick her booty.
I'm gonna,
score. We're keeping score.
38.
I've been doing drywall since Saturday. I know how to kick some booty.
Do you want to know one of my favorite things is that in our shared notes app? So like every week,
I know what you're gonna say, babe. There's a
and
reason
both,
for it.
we haven't discussed it, and we're both just we know that we don't erase that. You had clearly written down in bold the first time David said that line, and it's
quotes.
just it's in the middle of our notes. We just don't touch it. It's just always there
Quote,
as a reference.
I've been doing drywall since 1980 because I want to make sure we have that quote perfect. And someday it will go on some sort of merch. We're gonna tie it all together. It'll happen.
Why not? Yeah, established 1980. 38.
I've been doing drywall. Said 1980, like her karma shirt, like Mary's karma shirt.
Ooh, I'm scrolling down. There's what's next. What else we haven't erased is our ad, our written out script for our lipozine ad.
We're not talking about that anymore.
Out with the old, in with the new. New year, new love, and new healthy habits.
Don't make me leave. Don't make us all listen to that again, Amanda. Okay?
Okay. Let's get rid of this.
Okay.
Oh my God. Okay, 3817.
It's their fault if I cheat.
It has to be accurate. The mom has to look over and agree.
Okay. Start my life.
Oh, this is really funny.
All right. Also, this is so awkward because they have a little riser with two chairs on it. We're holding court.
Oh God, I hate all of this.
Mm-hmm.
I want the opposite of this.
David and I
No, he doesn't.
had to answer together.
Would they rather stay in or have a night out?
And whoever guesses the most answers that we are writing down.
We get it.
I'm not trying to cheat, but I'm gonna just tell you their favorite thing about each other, that he puts your luggage on the luggage rack in the hotel room. Yes.
Janelle is so excited about this.
That used to be a thing that Christina complained about.
Now look, I love this because this is shady as fuck. Because
Mm-hmm.
also you're watching this, it's like, oh, they've been talking about this for a while, and Cody's gonna see this. Janelle knows that Janelle's like, I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna start some shit.
They're like, does he always take a shower after you guys made love? Did he ever go in the shower and just call Ken? For,
and Christine
a really long
is so
time?
excited. Christine took that bait. She's like, oh yes, please, I am here.
Yep.
3901.
We go, and Cody would open up his luggage and put it on the rack, and then I was like, well, I guess I'll put mine over here in the corner. It was always on the
Peyton, go away. God.
I cannot believe she brought this up. So when I used to go somewhere with Cody, he would always set his suitcase up, usually on the luggage rack, and then I just had to leave mine on the floor. Cody takes the rack, and he uses the rack for himself. And the first time he did it with me,
That sums it up.
He took out the rack and he put a suitcase.
Yeah, because it really is. It's such a dumb little
sums it
story, but it informs a lot.
Oh yeah.
That's all you need to know about him.
Yeah. No, you can take the floor. You can deal with that. It's fine. I deserve
On
that.
our honeymoon, by the way.
You can deal with that.
But it
I
wasn't even a
deserve
thing
this.
to him. It wasn't even an option in his head that she would get I just get the
Yeah,
rack.
because this is mine.
I'm sure he's shocked when this even gets brought up to him in present day about this. Oh yeah, I mean, I guess I did.
It's
yeah.
just a little thing. It's just a little thing exes do,
Which is also true, though. I mean, he is correct.
And I'm like, well, that's bizarre. I thought that he would have given me the luggage rack, but I just had to put my luggage on the floor. But then did it again and again. And I'm like, oh, this is just his thing. He's just going to take the luggage rack. But then Janelle, one of the times she mentioned it to me, and she's like, we're talking years down the road. She goes, why is it that he always just uses the luggage rack and I don't? I'm like,
oh, we're almost done here.
That's crazy. So the first time I went out with David, we went overnight. We went to a hotel. He pulled out the luggage rack and he put my suitcase on it. And I'm like, well then. So I actually took a picture of it and I sent it to Janelle immediately.
I actually really love that story because it does show that they do kind of have a friendship. That's really cute.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in full support of that, especially when it means that they're shading Cody. I think I might have accidentally pressed 10 seconds back. So I'm at 39:55.
We went to a hotel.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead.
We were on our trip and I'm like,
I'm at 40:06.
guess what David just did?
Aww.
No,
lady gets it, the man, the gentleman gives it to them. Once you break up.
Okay, David is because they're like, let's do a full interview with David about this, and he's like, I don't fucking know what this is.
I mean, the lady gets it every time. It's just gentleman does.
But like, what else is he supposed to say about that? It's like, why are we even getting his input on it? Yeah, we get it. You're being polite.
Yeah. Oh, again, bare minimum. We're like, David.
I would love to be David. Can you imagine being David and every single thing you do is like you get a parade for it? She's sending out texts to your family members about how great you are.
Yeah.
You held the door for me.
Mm-hmm.
You carried my like leftovers out to the car.
Although he's also facing the other consequence of that is that every time he does that, she's like, oh my God. You know, there's like a big thing like, oh, you know, again, he's like, oh, my ears.
David's good at tuning things out. Like, I feel like he's really good at just kind of shutting it off.
You're absolutely right. Because doesn't he have like 8 kids? Like, you
that's
have to
what
be
I'm
an expert at that.
I think he's just good at like kind of turning the noise down a bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
4017. We're actually this may be one of our shortest episodes in a while, Jody.
It's wild. Okay.
4017.
It's like everything you go back to is like, there's this and this and this, and the luggage rack is just a petty thing to complain about.
Yeah, but one of many. One of many, Cody.
Even though we don't share a husband anymore, it was important to me to have them get along. Because I told David on our second date.
Oh, that's where Christine was wearing that headband. She looked really pretty.
She knows my sister wife. We're gonna be best friends forever. We really
we've heard this story so many times.
Yes, we get it.
She's part of me. I didn't imagine that Christine would find somebody that worked for her as much as he does. Like, I just didn't think it was possible. And so it's actually cool to see her find.
Oh, I can see her tattoo in that dress.
How long have they been together?
10 months.
The screaming.
This was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. I just feel so loved and so excited.
Like half the room standing while they're in the stage. This is also.
And Hayden is in every camera shot. God.
And McKelty's kids have no shoes on.
On the carpeted floor event space.
It's going to be just like this. Everybody getting together and just having a good time. And I can handle this for the rest of my life. That sounds great. Hey, everybody. Thank you for coming.
Oh, there's a lot of shoes off.
Yeah, they were doing
Christine and
something. I'm
David.
glad they didn't show it, honestly. All right, let's see what's coming up next week on Sister Wives.
Sister, getting married. We're getting married in 2 days.
Oh, thank God.
As far as I know, Cody and Robin are not coming. That would be very weird. You said you have been really horrible to me for 20 years.
I mean, she was having an online affair. I was deeply offended.
Offended, not hurt.
Not at all.
But she told you she's done?
Yes.
Like those words?
Yes. Will you accept me as monogamous? I'm not trying to be cruel to Robin. And yet, it's just heartbreaking to her when the reality finally hits right in front of her.
Yes, the money, please. The money's gone. I don't want to watch Meet the Colpos.
It's gonna be so
Great
hard.
episode.
Yeah, thank you, Mary V, for the super sticker New Year's Day Recovery Coffee Fund. That will definitely be happening. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, this episode, I will say, weird episode, but a lot of tea was spilled, I think.
I had a great
thought
time.
it was great.
Guys. Yeah. Listen, we'll see you next week. Make sure you join me and John's live on Wednesday at noon. That's our new time. And go and subscribe. And everyone say bye to whiskey.
And we'll be back next year. Next
year,
week, same time, same
2
place.
years. Jen W, thank you for the super sticker. Thanks, guys.
Oh my gosh. Can't keep up with you guys. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Love you. We'll be back next week. Everyone have a safe New Year, New Year's Day. Amanda and Wally.
Yeah, you know what, you guys? You're all of us except for Robin's kids. You're all.
Are you gonna press it?
I'll get it. Bye bye. Well, guys, it's been a blast. Thank you so much for joining us today on our We Love to Hate Everything channel. please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Give us a like or even a comment, and click on that bell if you want notifications, because you never know when we might pop up and go live. Please check out our other 2 podcasts on Patreon, where we snark on even more TV, movies, and pop culture. We got Total Request Podcast, that's patreon.com/trpod, and We Love to Hate TV, patreon.com/love to hate TV. Thanks again, and we will see you next time.